This is Rolling to Die, episode 123. 123. Hit it, DJ.
It's a scream!
All right, guys, girls, and the world. As today, your main host and game master, Henry Monmouth, known as Mayhem the Heartsmaid. For tonight, Raximus, the Purple Dragon. And we're going to go into introductions tonight before we go into any other things. We are a bunch of nerdy gamers and similar to voice actors and similar things that we do on this channel. And we hope that you enjoy the show. We'll start off the top for introductions. Dark Trooper.
Hello, my fellow nerds. This is your friend Dark Trooper calling from a secret location called aka my couch, with my faithful companion June the Beagle. I will be playing Flemeth the Janitor. That's it.
All right, and next, Leiden.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's yours truly, Olion72, coming back to you today to play as your favorite card-dealing warlock, Merrick.
And last but not least,
bringing your music and also playing as Droll Ajir. I am DJ Thunderbase.
Woohoo!
all right. So, on that note, does anybody remember what happened last week before we start the rolls?
Grisma came back and set the Spider Queen on fire again, and then he fecked off back to the other 20s. If I remember correctly.
Yep, so that was part of it. Was you guys were in a pub. You found out there was a giant meeting of royalty of all places around the whole, how can you say, the whole world itself, the continent that you're on. The Dwarven Kingdom was there, the Were Kingdom was there, and many others to meet the King and Queen that have changed their decrees lately for some strange reason where they were what they used to be. You guys bring the princess there, and as you did, you went to the pub and met, even for Fleming himself, he got to meet his, could be his father, Dead Axe, the king of the dwarves. And you got to meet the old king, Slamhammer. You guys had a pub brawl, faced off and fought for a little while. The princess lost her mind for a short period of time thanks to Edward Knight and his specialization of speaking words in the shadows.
Took a lot of us to try and calm her down, but we managed to work
You
out in
guys
the
finally
end.
calmed her down before she blew up the pub. She might be missing a hand. We'll find that out later. But half of you stayed in the pub area, where the other half of you were trying to go get some rest. As you left off to the other area where the rooms were, you met a group of cultists. The cultists themselves tried to assault and attack you to try to take the princess. As those who were defending and fighting back defeated the said enemies and the cultists at the time. The rest of you were in the pub cleaning. Finally, you turned back and you went through that door, seeing a bloody mess, but realizing that everything was okay. As you were fighting through, you started seeing little spiders everywhere. You started realizing spiders were unique. And they started crawling down the basement steps in the doorway that led down. As you traveled down the basement steps, down the hallway, finding a unique torch that is constantly lit, and another strange orc that was a mad doctor that came from another universe. As you guys left him, he ran off to his own little place. You seen a hole in the basement, a giant hole in the wall with webs everywhere. You faced off and killed 2 or 3 spiders in the process and went down the hole. Found it connected to the sewers, to the whole city and town that you were in. Covered in spider webs, amongst other things. You see the sewer waters being flowed with a dragon that swam in the river of those sewer waters. Mainly to chomp and eat on things that it happens to be walking past, which it prefers to eat spiders. While you guys were going through, you snuck through quietly, but violently, until you finally reached the Spider's Queen's Keep, which I was surprised that every one of you succeeded in your stealth rolls to make it there quietly. I was expecting someone to fight a group of spiders, but you guys went all around them quietly. Finally got to the Queen, confronted her. As you confronted her, a green portal appeared up, and a green orc with a blue hat jumps out of the portal with 2 flaming axes, lunging on top of the Spider Queen, giving her one bad, spicy day. As everybody worked together to face off against the Spider Queen, you thought and perceived you destroyed her as Grismont finally left back in his aid. You guys noticed the Spider Queen herself somehow survived, as she always makes more of herself. You realize, though, you did eradicate almost all of the spiders in the area because of a random portal opening up with certain set people of Edward Knight, Chrome Tombcrawl, and the Mad Doc Orc himself, setting some kind of unique bug spray explosive that became a mini nuke underneath the city, making it so there was a horrible smell that evaporated all of the water at the time throughout the city for at least a couple days. So as you guys led up the stairs and closed the door and sealed off the smell, finally headed back into the pub, where they explained part of the pub room is sealed off because of the smell in the lock and the damages of the spiders, but they can sleep in the back room of where the bar is. All of you guys laid down to rest. Each one of you. You closed your eyes, and then I'd like for all of you to roll to die, please. Everybody roll 2d20.
Wow.
Start with roll to die.
2 5s for Merrick.
So you got a critical.
Merrick.
11.
One off of a double. 15 and 16, 31.
Nice, nice.
13 and a 3.
Just a little staticky on that one, DJ. But we heard your numbers, though.
Oh, yeah. It's a wire connection problem. All right, so Drax and Ophelia, a 19, good for them. 11, we'll be okay with it. Roll, a 13 saved you from that 3, but you just have a basic day, nothing special, nothing bad. Fleming, you're having a pretty good day as you wake up full rested, full of energy, wondering how the hell you still smell Rizmont even though he's not in the room with you. Merrick, you lucked out. As everybody else did their crazy stuff, you stood in the back and just watched all the tomfoolery happen last week. You finally rested, you woke up, you felt pretty good. You had a weird kink in your back, but when you went to go bend and pop, it popped back in place.
Huh.
You lucked out with those double fives from critical.
Just like my last marriage. Wait, what?
Merrick, he was married? But
No.
you'll find that out later on. Rolling to die.
We'll find out in the future one way or another, folks.
So,
Stay tuned.
all of you rest. All of you slept. I would like for each one of you to roll a perception check, please. The only one that gets advantage will be, well, technically, Merrick and Fleming. They both get advantage.
$19, 16 plus 3.
Character Merrick. There you are.
You got 15.
I better unplug everything in my room that's connected to the internet because I keep getting popped off. So let's save this part.
I have natural advantage, and I rolled 2 9s plus 6.
All right, let's still count for Chris.
Yep.
So, Lyden, what'd you get?
So my first roll was a 4. My second roll was a 17. 17 plus 2, that's a 19.
Okay, so as all of you rested, sadly the princess rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
She was out cold, didn't know nothing was happening, just waking up to what's happened. Drax and all the rest of you, occasionally you feel like you're moving in your sleep. You feel like you've been picked up. Occasionally while we're walking and, well, some are walking, you're sleeping and being carried. Your eyes open up and flutter, close back down, flutter again and close back down. The last thing you see as you open your eyes is a distance of the pub and realizing you're going up the hill towards the kingdom. And you hear, I'm on 3, these guys are awake. Take care of them now. As you blink, you see a fist. Fleming, you blink and you see a club. And for you, Drawl, you see the back end of a firearm.
Well, that's not fair.
Draximus sees the big end of a boot to his face, as the only one that gets carried nicely and kindly, quietly, is the princess. All the rest of you get led to the very entrance of the kingdom, broken and bloody, drop to your knees, and they set the princess down lightly. And then you hear, as you start all waking up, my lord, the princess is awake. We need you guys to the queen and king for me. Oh, your princess here is going to have a problem. As the one guy says this, you all look over on your knees as the rain is starting to drop around all of you. The princess herself has this stern, angry look. And she looks away for a second and blinks. And looks back and smiles. Now, as for you guys that had a perception over 15 and up, you see a red eye glow behind this man that threatened the princess. The golem activates. The golem steps behind as you hear. As the guy's going, and if I take care of your prince, he turns back slowly, turns his head. sees a big mechanic-looking hand grab his shoulder, hold him tight, and looks up at the princess, and you see the red eye just me. And she looks up, going, "For those who threaten royalty are those who ask for execution without trial. I learned this over my trials with the monks." As he looks over, "What does that mean?" As he says that, a giant saw starts activating from the left arm and just rips this guy's head off right in front of all of us. The other four guys step back. And they go, "The queen, you allowed in whenever you wish. He was the one telling us what to do." He looks back going, "I'm not queen yet." But you followed him. You stay out here, in the rain. As all of us look at her, does anybody want to stand up and head to the door to open it for her?
Sure, Flemeth will do it.
All right, so as you guys start standing up, you realize your hands are bound at first.
Oh, this isn't the first time.
Actually, before I do anything, I
Princess
quickly are our hands tied behind
Oh.
our back, or like this,
Your hands are in front of you. They're tied in front,
like this.
and they're bound pretty decently. So yeah. Is there anything you would like to do to try to see before we go to the next part for me to explain?
I use my I do a straight. Can I do a straight trick with advantage to just break the bindings?
Because you are a monk and a dwarf, you will have this chance, yes. Now, knowing how your strength is, you will be allowed advantage on this one. But for if it's Merrick, you're human, you get it. You're not getting
16
Yeah.
plus
And,
I have
uh,
minus
draw.
1 strength anyway, so I ain't breaking out of that.
16 plus 3, 19.
With the 19, you tighten and you pull at first, and you let in, and you tuck on your chest. You flex your chest to start pushing as you just start seeing the metal bow. And with your monk training, as you smile, you bend it enough and you headbutt. And right when you just do dink, you can see it split open. And even the princess looks at you in surprise, going, "I was gonna help, but wow, that was cool."
Hey,
As you can see the metal shackles around.
and then I look over the princess. It's like, hey, Grismont's not the only one who has strength, you know.
Meanwhile, Merrick, raises his
Smile.
I got
arm.
a nat 20 plus 2, 22 for my strength check.
For draw, not only is it your strength as you bend and look at it, you just spit just a teeny bit at it. You hop through that shit. And just you get a little bit of that acid on there and it just snaps right off. And you just smirk as it looks like you didn't even try. For Merrick over here, he's like, "Whoa, guys!" Even Draximus is walking up to you going, what do I need to... Okay, a natural 19. He just snaps his and looks at you going, "You need help." As Drax reaches over to Merrick, Princess Ophelia puts her hands on Drax and goes, "I'll do this one." And she looks over at Merrick and puts her hand right on the shackle. And you see the shackle just turn to ice. And she just smiles at you and goes, "Now try."
All right.
Now you get to do another strength check. Now you get advantage.
All right. 12.
A 12 with the ice shatter just barely succeeds with a level 10. You finally shatter it off. Look really cool, kind of misty around you. Your wrists are a little cold though.
Red marks around your wrist.
Yeah, I definitely got some some frostbite on his wrist for a second. It'll be coming off in a minute, but man. Now all of you are standing at
His
the
hands are
doorway
numb,
as this
too.
all happens, and
Yeah,
the princess looks
Is that
over
normal?
as the door finally gets opened by Draximus. As the golem is standing there guard, watching these four soldiers. Do all of you enter the kingdom?
I mean, the door's open. Might as well. Ladies first.
The princess looks over going, I want my guardsmen to go first. I want my protectors.
Henry, do we have our gear?
I enter.
Yes, we do have our stuff. They just picked us up, tied us up, bound us, and took us here.
All right,
They
I'll
decided
go
not
to
to
force
take off
cards
everything.
off
so
the top of my
they
deck
were
just to
trying
be
to
safe,
sneak.
and then I'll go and walk in.
As all four of us walk in, Draximus, Grawl, Flemon, and Merrick, Princess Ophelia at the very end of the tale, before she closes the door, stops and looks at the golem. Execute them for trying to kill royalty. No begging, no pleading. What they did was unforgivable. And she turns back and closes the door. As you're starting to notice, the princess is a little more mature now. She's not being as childish anymore. She's coming home over a year later to her parents after being set off with a bunch of crazy drunken monks, witnessing some of the craziest atrocities on 2 out of the 4 continents on this planet.
Cross.
All of you finally walk in. All right. All of you originally right here, as that all happened. You guys hear a scream as the door finally closes behind you of guys going, no, no, please, we said we wouldn't, no, no, and you just hear a buzzsaw, and just guys screaming. As the door finally closes, the princess smiling with the door behind her closed. And then she shakes her head and goes back to a stern look. Right. As us 5 walk in. Anybody want to do a perception check to see what they see as they walk in the kingdom?
I will.
Of the kingdom we have had before, but it is different now than it was.
11 altogether for Merrick.
18 plus 6.
Nice.
Will you do a perception check?
Yes.
$14 plus 3.
14 plus 3, 17.
Yes, sir.
All right. And for me, I got a 15 plus 1. So I got a 16. We walk in. You see the beautiful tiles of white, red, green, all mixed around in certain shapes. And then you see some blue tiles on the floor. They look like they inpicked a woman of ice. You see the green tiles inpicked a man with a sword and a shield of different elements. You see on the red tiles leading up to a small baby in the picture on the floor, glowing different elements. As you look over, you see armorants, you see standing armor, you see a few soldiers and knights, you see a dwarven knight walking towards you, and a few others. You see some from different factions, as there are different kingdoms here. You even see a large, elongated man kind of sitting in the corner, just seeming like he's uncomfortable because he's big and everybody so small to him. And he doesn't want to touch anything to help him from anything. You look forward and see this spiritual, brass-looking giant ball. You would say is about 16 feet by 18 feet around, maybe, in circumference of height and size. Maybe about 12 to 14 feet high, in a big circular diameter. With a bunch of slice marks across it, like little slits, all in this giant ball. You see it slowly rolling across the floor of this giant area we walked into, with little blue glowing eyes. Each little slit, it looks like there's something scanning from a distance, looking around. finally it comes to a stop as all of us walk in. As some of us seem like a threat at first, it rolls up to us, and you just see a ball at first, and then blades. A 14, 16-foot ball just sprung itself up, rolling on you all. The giant blade as a dwarf walks up. What? And who are you? What do you guys say as a dwarf walks up asking you to help, and who are you?
Silent voices whispering on the breeze, silent figure.
We are the hired bodyguards for the princess. We come in peace, hopefully not in pieces.
That returns to you. Yeah. I think this dwarf is drunk, as Drax says. Well, yeah, I will. Well, the kingdom's here. I have to have fun. But
He ain't drunk, he's freaking dwarvish.
as he looks over and sees you, you're another dwarf. You look really familiar.
And you're
You almost
super
look like
observant.
King Renard.
And my dwarf gives him a very withering look, like, and you're super observant.
Was he one of the guys that we had a fight at the bar?
And then you hear him go, yes, our king. He decided to stay at the pub. They had their meeting earlier, and now they're here. So, they went back to the pub after the discussion.
Let's start.
We're not going to be part of the games that they're going to be playing with the other royalty. We don't approve. Especially because they like to disrespect the short folk. Anybody under 5 foot is a joke to them. So, welcome. And he looks over. Princess Ophelia! Droll! Aisha! And he bows. The Guardian and the Princess. And all the rest of you, thank you. As he's saying this, another man walks up. A guardsman. With the royal symbol on his armor and his shield as he walks up. Who are you going to, who are you discussing with over here, Callum? I'm, the princess is back. With, her, monkin bodyguards. And the one guy with cards. Are you a traitor? You do trade, right? It's asking Merrick. Because he sees you with cards and doesn't know you as a monk. And doesn't know you as a dragonborn because you're not a dragonborn.
True.
And you're definitely not dressed like them as a monk because your hands are not wrapped, unlike the rest of us.
I'm more of the flashy card tricks is what I usually do. I make good performances if you need one.
Oh, so good! We're going to need it for the king and queen. We need a jester. As you hear the guard chuckle going, I think he was meaning the entertainment for the king and queen. But yes, it's nice to meet you guys. You would like to see Queen of Ice and the King of Forest, do you not? As you hear the princess, why do you talk about me mother and me father in such a weird way? As he looks down, ever since you left, things have changed. They have changed. It's not, this kingdom's not what it used to be. That war that happened left something here as a plague. And we haven't been able to shake it since. So is there anything you guys say or do as this all happens?
So I'm assuming we're going to go see the kings and queens.
As he nods, yes, the king and queen. Now, mind you, don't do any funny business. The princess here is safe. But you, any of you, get out of line. Spoke some strong words with me. As he pulls his sword out, you see it blaze and fire. And right when he pulls out of the sheath, it just ignites. My sword here will cauterize any wound that I bestow upon it. Please, we like to keep it blood-free in here.
I mean, I assume if we're in a royal palace, it would be best not to do so. So, got no problems with me.
He smiles. Good. You know the rules. No execution then, right?
No executioner needed.
All right. Now, with that, do you guys want to escort to the king and queen, or do you guys just want to explore yourselves and walk around?
I will stick with the princess.
Same.
After all, it's our castle. You just the way.
Princess.
Show us around. Like what's the word looking for? Kind of like, well, you guess. Yet we're your bodyguards, but guests in your house. So feel free to show us. You know, the bathroom, the kitchen, swimming pool. Do you have a swimming pool?
So, Llama, one of you has to have a chicken, and Aladdin tripped, guaranteed. All right. So that was the comments from Llama on Twitch for everybody.
Hey, Llama.
Yes, we have YouTube and Twitch.
Join us, Llama. Be one of us.
He has to be up at like 3 in the
One
morning.
of us.
Probably heading to bed.
Understandable. We love you, Llama.
All right. The guard looks over, goes, Princess, if you like, you can go and check things out if you wish. Make sure your guardsmen stay near you. These golems that we have set up everywhere are very protective. They've become more aggressive ever since you left. And she looks over, going, they're connected to my emotion. That is why. And the guard himself looks confused at first, and then kind of like some horror and fear in his face. That have these golems for 1 year have been acting strange the whole time because she's been gone, or because she herself controls them with her own emotions? Now, that's a question for you guys to think about. All right.
I'm gonna put a pin in that.
The guardsman goes, all right, you guys can go up now. I have to do my rounds. As he turns around, sheathes his sword. You notice he kind of burns his hand a little bit, like, as he puts it back in place.
Before you leave, good
away.
guard, what's your name, sir?
My name is Johnson.
Johnson.
Spear Johnson.
Spear Johnson.
Yes.
As in Johnson Spear or Spear Johnson?
Malik, why are you making me?
He smiles at you. He smirks and
John
goes,
Johnson sounds good. I'll just call you by John.
He smirks and walks away. Right as you call him John, you hear, Master Spear! Master Spear! The giant spiritual golem of blades. You see it roll off and close the blades slowly and just start rolling quietly across the floor, watching everything. All of you start looking around. You're seeing certain guards doing their duties. You're seeing people do trade. As you head to the next big door. Now, there are 2 guards at this door, standing there at attention. Is there anything you guys want to say and or do or troll them with before the princess walks up and introduces herself to the guard?
So there's one on the left, one on the right, correct?
Yeah.
I do a salute like this.
They look at you with the weirdest look.
Like he's a freak idiot.
Going, are you looking for something? You, with the cards. Are you the entertainment we've been waiting for? Why do you still have your arms
I don't
up?
know, it's a salute, I guess. I don't know which one is actually the proper salute for either one of you, so I just decided to do both hands. What is the proper salute?
Corvo, what's with this guy? Corvo. I don't know. I just look here. A guard.
Henry, I'm going
God,
to slide a
idiot.
hand on the guards while they're distracted by him.
All right. Do a sleight of hand. And because he is being distracted, you have advantage.
Well, then you have me confused, guard. So what's the proper salute to a citizen
11
soldier
plus
like yourself?
6, 17.
All right. As you're having this discussion, well, you're supposed to rise up, put your arm out, kind of like this, your fist up.
Like that?
That's how we salute.
Okay.
And not with your fist back, sideways, as it goes like that.
All right.
There you go. And as you do that, Fleming, you reach into his pocket as he's doing this gesture, moving his body around so he doesn't feel you reaching into his pocket or anything. You pull out 3 pieces of gold and a key ring. Also, accidentally, while you pulled the key ring out, a small piece of moldy bread.
Oh, gee, what I always wanted.
Ew.
All right, but now you have a key ring. It looks like it's the keys to numerous doors around here. If not, it may be a key ring for the cellar, for the prisoners, or any prisoners around. You want to keep the key ring?
Yes, I do.
Mark. All right, guys. Princess Ophelia walks up as you do this. Yes, the salute is with your fist in your arm like this.
Got it.
I'm surprised no one ever showed merit.
I'm new around here. Sue me.
And she's like, yes, you're from a different continent. You're a true foreigner. And she smiles.
That is correct. I'm from the town of Hamville in the county of Clenor.
Yes, Lenore is completely different from here.
Oh, you have no idea, ma'am. You have no idea.
And she smiles, going, why do you think we left?
I've been asking myself that
Everywhere we
ever
turn,
since I didn't leave
to
them.
kill us.
I am gonna walk up and just smile at them, but while I'm doing this, I need them to make a con save.
You're going to do a constitution save. Okay.
Don't worry.
Nat 20 and an 11 plus 3. So a 14 and a 24.
Okay. Crap, I was gonna.
What happened?
I guess if they really want to, you make a perception then.
Nat 20. Wow.
Okay, so what was happening is I smile at them and a large waft, like a scent just wafts over them of poison.
He farted.
And it's just because of where the gland is for my poison spray.
Yeah, so like I said, you farted.
That or he has bad breath. When's the last time
It'd be more like the bad breath. Only it's
You're very
poison.
lucky. You're very lucky that the guards have a high resilience and that they were high on this, because the second that one of them would have been assaulted, no matter if it was an accident or not, you would have had a problem.
Yeah, it's just it's a part of my character's biology, so it's like I kind of have to throw it into the game.
As you guys all walk past and leave this ghastly part, yet the door closes and all you hear is, "Oh, what? Did you do that? Oh, I didn't do that. It wasn't me. Oh, it must have been you." Oh, as Captain Spear. All right, guys, why are you? Oh my! Who did that? Which one of you let one go? Right at the door after the princess walked past. What is wrong with you two? She better not have smelt that. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna.
And here, I can just hear now. You hear this? I did hear, smelt it.
Nate, you hear some clanking and someone getting hit profusely. As one of them got falsely accused, and the guard is starting to beat the other guard. The door closed
jeez.
behind all of you. You meet the next room. As you see a few guys talking, having a discussion. You see 2 of them. Well, if you want to see it, I'd like all of you to roll perception check for you're in the next room now.
6 altogether.
America's really enthralled on hearing that fight behind him, and he's just more just stuck on that. What are the rest
Two
of you-
19s
what-
plus
what's the rest of you
6. 2 19s plus 6, 25.
Nice.
All right, definitely a critical there for 25. All right, for Fleming, what did he roll?
What are we rolling?
Perception.
A perception check for the new room that you just walked into.
Hang on. A 9. 6 plus 3.
All right, so Fleming and Merrick don't see diddly, jack, or squat. They just are more fixated on the guards arguing and fighting over who smelt it, who dealt it, and laughing about it, taking bets on who's going to be the one who gets falsely accused by the captain. After that, though, Drawl and Drax, both with 19s, plus 5, plus 6 for you. They see the room, and they see 2 men arguing. They see 3 or 4 men talking and discussing and doing a trade. They see a golem walking around, scouting. As you look up, you see the towers in the second floor and the levels. And you see guardsmen of all different types walking in different direction paths. Some with firearms, some with crossbows, some with bow and arrows, some with just magic in their hand looking around for something. Just to make sure someone's going to do something bad. Someone's going to get hurt, we just don't know who. As you guys see the 2 men arguing and fighting, for Drawl, you and Drax both here. I am the one that owns that land that you decided to kill the cow on. Because of you killing the cow on my land, you have to owe me this much gold for disposal. I don't do no shit. I don't give up. I'm not from here. I don't care. I killed a cow. Yeah. What you can do about it? Fucking pussy.
Bag of basic.
You just called me and insulted me. For my land, you killed the cow. On my land. Look at it. We're talking about this. How the fuck you will?
Again, what you gonna do about it? Fucking pussy.
I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're 2 big feet taller than me. I'll slap the living hell out of you. You listen here, you little cackling prick, and he kicks him in the shin and goes, ah! You kicked me. Yeah, do it again. I told you, you little fucking prick. I'll beat your ass. I don't care. I'll half your size and I'll kick you twice as hard.
What's going on over here?
Oh, this guy, yeah, he was a cow, you know, he was bugging me, and I happened to just kill it and just be on his line. He threatened me, saying I had to owe him gold and whatnot now. It ruined my pub night.
Well, did you kill it?
He
Well,
ruined
did you
it.
kill the cow?
He looks over going, well, that's up to you to find out now, isn't it? Now, for any of you that want to know the truth, you can do an insight check.
I will do an insight.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Or he's just talking crap. Because he just doesn't like this guy and he wanted to kick him in the shin.
10 plus 3, 13.
Net 20 plus 6, 26.
Alright, so, Clement, you believe that he did kill this cow. But, in all reality, Drawl, you're knowing he's just bragging and boasting because someone else did it. And he's taking the fall for it deliberately. So, it's up to you if you want to call him out or not, or you can talk to him quietly, like, who really did it? Or you can just
I
say,
will
hey,
use my cantrip message. So that way no one else around can hear it. Only he can hear it in his head.
I know
All right, nice.
that you're covering for someone. It'd be wise to just spill the truth.
who the fuck? What the hell? I don't need to tell anybody nothing. Who the
Don't
fuck are you?
react. Just spill the truth.
Now,
And I'm gonna
you would
do
do
an
straight check
I'm gonna do
or-
an intimidation as well.
Intimidation or persuasion, depending on how you explained it.
It'd be more of an intimidation because I'm trying to scare him into into just spilling the truth.
All right.
And naturally, Dragonborns are a little bit scary.
So roll
Okay,
with
it's
with your intimidation
with advantage.
with advantage.
Nat. I rolled a 3 the first time, but with advantage, nat 20 minus 1, 19.
Nice.
Got a -1 for intimidation for being a Dragonborn. The hell?
Because it's a charisma.
Oh, charisma.
Yeah, I have a -1 in
So
charisma.
19 for it. So you do succeed, but as he looks over dead cold, he looks back and goes, "You know, I tell you the truth, I didn't fucking kill the cow. And actually, the cow's not dead. You really want me to fucking tell you the truth? The cow was a shapeling, and now we're fucking robbing you. So go fuck off." And he turns around and books it.
Can Fleming trip him?
And with a 15 plus 8 for his acrobatics, he fucking dip into that door.
You got to beat his acro.
Drax is completely trying to reach for him with a nat 1. Falling down. I turn and reach for this little guy, and right when I go to swoop at him, I just fall right down on my ass. I got him, bud. Oh!
I got an idea. Have him make a dex save.
All right, a 19.
Dang it.
He beelines it to the door, even the door is closed.
I was trying to use earth tremor. So
Right when
I was trying to make the ground shake under his feet to make him lose balance.
right when
A for effort.
you try to do this, you see him jump up and snap his fingers and point at the door. A portal appears, of a shadowy portal. As you see a purple hand reach out and grab and pull him in.
Oh, that's not mischief. That is not mischief at all.
And you hear the man going, as a noble, "Am I being robbed right now while I'm at the kingdom? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I should be going." He turns and starts walking to the door real fast. Leave now, because he's like, "I gotta go check my place. I gotta go check my guards. Are there any guards that can come with me?" One guard looks over, goes, "What price?" "I'll give you $26.50. Fuck off." Oh. And he walks away and the door opens and closes. Now you guys are in this room. You see the discussion happening. You see the other three nobles talking. You see a golem walking around. And then there's the next room that goes to the throne room. What do you guys do?
Drawls is going to follow wherever the princess goes.
I agree.
Princess
Likewise.
walks up
Don't feel like being separated from the herd too soon.
and goes past the three nobles, past the table of food and everything else, and the three nobles catch their eye of her. You see them all stop their conversation and just pay attention and start talking to each other, kind of like rumors or whispers. Is that the princess? Is she here? Is that really her?
I do a salute to them.
Hey, you see one of them do the salute, you see the other guy put his arm down like, "No, don't." You guys finally head to the door. You notice this time there's no guards exactly. It's a giant door,
Strange.
and as you walk up to the door, you notice from anybody that had a perception that came in this room about 12 and up, it looks like a giant face. Kind of blinked at you. You see the princess look over and look back and smile and go, "Hello, Gregory. Been a while." As you hear a door, "Princess, hi. Long time no see." As his eyes open up fully and look, as you see that the eyes are about 1.5 feet big each, width and height. What all you guys do and react to this giant door that just spoke to all of you? Ooh.
I feel like we've been here before. Have we had this situation like this before? I think we have.
I'm not first talking.
Wasn't it on the? Oh yeah, it was on that ship. Except it seems like this one's less eyes blazing, laser shooting. Yeah.
As the princess goes, "Is there a meeting of my family?" The door responds, "You may enter, my friend." As his eyes close, you see the face look like it disappears into the door. You see the door seal and split open. It just opens slowly.
Ooh.
The door is about 20 foot high, about 15 feet wide. It opens up around you guys. Now, you see the princess start heading in. What do you guys all do?
Follow the princess.
Likewise.
You guys head further forward. As you went from one section to the next, you went through to here. You finally walk into here. You hear music playing, a banjo or a lute of some sorts. You see a musician playing his music. Or at least hear him at the time. I'll do a perception check for all of you to know. So, what all you see when you first enter? Let me know what your perception checks are, and I'll tell you.
11 plus 2, 13 for Merrick.
What is the
7
rest
plus
of you
3.
guys?
I am getting the dice are liking me tonight. Another nat 20. I have a natural advantage on my perception.
Yeah.
I got 10.
Nat 20 plus 6, 26.
Okay. Drax got an 8. Got a 1 plus 7. He's just going wherever the princess goes. You all walk in. All 5 of you. You see the golden guards to the left and the right. You see regular guards as well. You hear the bard. You look over to the left and see a purple bard playing his lute. You look over to the right, you see a guy dressed up like a mime. But can actually do magic. So it looks like he's sitting in an invisible box floating about 5 feet. As he's trying to make another box and jump from one box to the next. Floating in the air. You look forward, you see a dwarven wizard with a potion smoking in his hand and a book as he's reading. You look over and you see a water ganassi, as a lord of some sort, royalty. Then you see the throne after several people being around it. The king and queen. Now, for Princess Ophelia, she didn't roll that high either. She rolled a 2 plus 5, so a 7.
Ooh.
So she doesn't even get to see her parents properly to know if it's properly done or not. The only person that gets to see it in any way is Thrall. As Thrall, you look forward and you see, you swore for a minute, not a minute, like a split second as the king or queen both turned their head real fast. Their faces changed for a split second. And they smiled or something, or reacted. I would like for you, Thrall, to roll a history check for me to know what would that be.
The 13 plus 1, 14.
14. Okay, so with a 14, you know in your history that certain shapeshifters have the ability of doing such things, but after being in a shapeshift for so long, it does take a wear and tear on them. Sometimes they do a small revert for a split second just to gain control. You realize, hanging to the queen, as everybody's moving around, kind of like in a film where you see one person standing and everybody moving really fast around one person standing still. You're standing there, everybody's moving around, and you're watching them. And you start seeing everything in a hyper speed focus. And you are the only one that realizes and knows that it is not the king and queen sitting on the throne. That is not the ice queen. And that is not the elemental knight that is king and king. That no one knows but you. And if you want to blurt it out in front of everybody and risk something, or you want to warn somebody or tell
I am
somebody,
going to use my message to tell the princess that's not her parents.
okay, and how do you say it in this message? Did you use message on the princess?
Don't be afraid. It's Droll. I just need to let you know those aren't your parents. They may look like them, but they're not.
For a moment, there's silence. As time progresses, though, she answers, "You sure they're not my parents?
Let's just say
You sure?"
when when they turned their faces, it changed. Unless your parents can change their look, that's not them.
Are you telling me they're shapeshifters?
Maybe
That's what it
doppelgangers
looked
look.
like.
If we expose them right here, it may not end well if we're surrounded and they all believe it. We have to find a way to get them to reveal themselves.
I could probably do something. Let me try this.
Have them make a deck save.
Is this magical or is this ability?
Magic.
As you go to use your ability, you realize it doesn't work. Now, with that perception that you roll, you see in this room, on those thrones, on those golems, anti-magic runes. You see on the floor you're standing on anti-magic runes, even on the chandelier above you. Start realizing magic is not allowed without permission, unless you are of royal and you're working with them. If you see the wizard that's sitting over there, the dwarf, that's using some magic. But you're noticing the runes under him are glowing blue, not red. Princess Ophelia responds back to you going, I can't use magic right now. I'm barred. I'm never barred in my own kingdom. What's going on? As you hear the king and queen speak. Ah, our daughter, welcome. You and your companions. You come for your coronation, I believe, but I believe we have something else to say. He smiles and all the rest of the guards around. We made a deal with the giants. And we play a game. So, unless you have something dire to tell me, we're going to be doing something called giant bowling. And the winners get you land and keep. And I chose my giant champion. I'm hoping they do a strike right on all of you. I mean, on the pins. As the queen looks over, going, yes, yes. You're going to be the star of the show for this. This will be a coronation. I hope it becomes a strike. As Princess Ophelia goes, my mother and father usually talk different. That's you're not happy to see me after a year. Not whatsoever. What happens after the war? They stay silent. And they look over at the guards. Guards, take them to the entertainment evening. Say the halls are giant and bold. You see a giant man come from the shadows, standing and towering over all of you about 30 feet, almost touching the ceiling of this kingdom. You come with me quietly or violently. And
I think it'd be best if we comply, folks.
You're lucky my friend Griswold's not
Right.
here.
Yeah, they're very lucky. All right. Drax looks over and goes, just here to protect the princess. That's my job. All right, guys. They all start surrounding each one of you. They put bindings on you, each one of you. Now, does anybody want to do anything to counter these bindings while they're doing something sleight of hand, something quick, something smart?
Yeah, I'm going to do a sleight of hand.
Okay. As they lock all these on all of you.
Do I get advantage?
While they're being distracted, you do for this because Princess Ophelia is arguing right now. She is upset and trying her hardest to control her emotions as you see her hair changing back and forth.
Well, in that case, I got a net 20 plus 6.
It's funny. You get these locked right on you, and they even like make sure they're tight. Jingle them right as they grab them and jingle them with your hands. You grab something and do this as the jingle, and right when they walk away, they fling right off, and you just look like you still hold them to look like they're on, but now they're completely open at your chest. As you can now use them with the chains whenever you like to wrap around or lock somebody else up instead. what does anybody else do before we start walking and heading to the next area?
Knowing from my experiences from being in capitals before and royal houses, I'm just gonna comply. So I'll go ahead and get shackled again.
I'm changing.
You're gonna just transform everybody. Now, is the transformation? You're a druid, aren't you?
Yep.
It's wild shape, so it's magical. It's part of you.
Yep.
There's something you can do. What are you doing? As all of us getting shackled, we had Fleming, he just unlocked it, so he can pretty much get out of it and get everybody else out. We have Merrick go complying. We have Drax just standing next to the princess, making sure that she's okay as they're both getting shackled. They walk up to Drawl and shackle you. Now, what do you do, Drawl?
I change into a giant ape.
A giant ape. You guys got any bigger shackles? Because it looks like you might need some. Put it back in the charger.
You transform into this giant ape. All big and scary and in front of everybody. Yeah.
Wait, is that my cousin?
But you realize the giant's still a bit bigger. Size comparison.
Just a tad.
You get up all angry and swing up, and I'll just tell you next, right after with the rolls. A level 10 druid to a level 20 hellfire giant. He reaches for you for a grapple. 18 plus 15. Grabs you,
Yep.
your giant ape right by the neck and slams him to the ground.
Woo!
This one's smart and strong. He smiles. I have something for you. Now, do you want to do anything or struggle or fight back?
Not me. I know my
All
limits.
the rest just seemed like a kaiju battle for literally a split second, kind of like when Hulk first fought Thanos.
I'm gonna try and do a strength check.
All right.
My dwarves would get kicked like a football.
I leaned to Flem and said, "How far do you think this is gonna go?"
I think this is going to go as far as it'll go. And I have a feeling
13
that
plus,
going to get butt kicked.
so
13 plus 6,
13 plus 6.
19.
19.
All right. Nat
2 gold on the
20.
great ape.
Yeah, nat 20 plus 10. So a dirty 30. You
I had
struggle
2 gold
with
pieces of Flem. You won that one.
your giant ape does push back for a moment and gets up on all fours again. And the giant looks at him and smiles and goes, I love when they put up a fight. Backhands you at first, and as he backhands you, you see a giant flaming mace crash down top of your skull.
Plymouth leans over to Merrick and goes, I told you.
Here's your 2 gold.
Thank you.
Yeah, with a 23 to hit.
Ouch!
He smashes right into the gorilla's head and does 150 bludgeoning damage plus the fire damage. 10 fire damage. So
He's just
it,
crispy.
yeah, it reverts you back to your normal form. It's kind of like the whole, you
Yeah,
see it
but still,
like,
how do you want to do this?
all right, it's not going to kill you. It's going to knock you unconscious.
Well, no, because my giant ape form plus the normal amount is still less than the damage that was given.
It was 160 altogether.
Yeah, I only have like I only have like 63 per. That was it.
And then your, oh yeah, giant ape's actually more for,
It only shows at 63 for here.
that's what it is for you. Okay. I think mine is for
Yeah,
different.
so that actually kills me.
Oh, so it's it'll be a death save for this. So, as all of you've seen a giant ape at first get smacked with a mace, you've seen it revert back small. You see the mace still. You see it raise up, and you just see Troll Aegir laying there on the ground in a crater with a giant hole in him from the mace spike right in his back.
Azure, you good, buddy?
Roll one death save for me, please. Troll Aegir.
A 14.
All right, success. Good, good, good.
All right.
I think he's breathing.
Doing good. Yep, he just barely gasped for air. Please. Still has to do at least one more successful death save.
Shows me I have to have 3 successes.
In all actuality, it's 2 out of 3.
Okay.
So, if you do get all 3, you come back with a little extra health. If you do 2 out of 3, you come back with 1 health. If you do successful, like a crit, like a nat 20, for your third roll, you come back, I think it's like half health or something, or full health. I can't remember what it is exactly, but it's something special when you do a nat 20 for your best save. So, pops you right back up, too. But that's only if you get it. Unless you're a fighter, and 19 counts too.
Nope, it just says if you roll a 20 on the d20, you regain 1 hit point.
Yeah, you automatically just get back up instantly. And you don't have to roll 2 or 3 death saves.
Yep.
The first one, if it's net, boom. Back up 1 HP. But it depends on the character, and depends on the class or the DM if you get something extra for it. Some people get it actually like half their health back. Depending on the race, you get full health back. But those are usually very weak races. Say a goblin or something, or a little slime person. But bigger, harder. All right, so you have 1 success. You need at least 1 more. All right, now for the rest of you guys, what do all the rest of you do as you've seen this happen? What is your reaction to seeing Troll Aegir get like punctured and everything in a giant, smiling and laughing?
I'm going to pull out a greater healing potion and give it to Aegir.
You start walking up and you see the big giant man look at you at first and then stop and go, I could kill you in 1 swing. But
Flemington looks at the Giants like, wouldn't it be more entertaining for him not to be dead?
he looks at you. Roll a persuasion check with advantage, please, if you say that. Anything for you, Leiden, or for Esmeric? Do you have anything to say for persuasion?
I just look at the giant and say, "Oh, I know you can. I'm just still going to help him out anyways. Don't worry, he's not going to be at full strength. I think he's learned his lesson not to monkey around."
17.
Pun intended. Oh, That was great. He actually chuckles at you and laughs. Now, what'd you roll, Dark Trooper?
A 17.
You succeed. As you hear the giant laughing hysterically from Merrick's joke, and he agrees with Fleming about the entertainment. And how much hit points do you give Draw?
That's what I'm working on right now. Draw, you get 13 HP brought back to you.
I too throw him a great potion too, and that's 44. 4.
Yep, it's 4d4 plus 4 on top of that.
13 as well. So plus that 4
So
is
26.
7. 17.
Nice.
All right, so 17 for you. Okay. So that's 30 points altogether. All right, Draw it here. As you're laying there and in these potions, your hole in this your side where the mace went through starts healing up. Yeah, you stop coughing up blood and you can breathe again properly. You realize that you're monkeying around quite a bit though.
I give him like a gentle tap on the cheek, like, "Hey, you're finally awake. You had fun? That sure was scary.
I respect.
Don't do that again."
That's hard. Yeah, I love it. All right, so you guys all get ready to start heading with them as they all start marching outside.
Yep.
You guys all start walking. As the doors open up, it heads to a different room that's bigger doors, like much bigger. As you see, those one doors are like 30 feet plus. These doors are like 60 feet plus. A lot bigger. The doors are not thousands of pounds, but tons. You see everything look enlarged as finally start walking up. All of you. There's one giant walks you all there. You are all in front of 5 giants, plus the one behind you that brung you in. The giant walks up and goes, "We will entertain my loyalty. We have our own loyalty here for it. Now, as all of you sit back, stand and watch, and they all look at you. You see one of them walk up, go, now." The giant woman, and giant flaming camera, walk up and explain. "We play a game here. For all of you, it is a child punishment. For us, it's entertainment. You take your criminals and those who wish to be publicly sacrificed for the gods. We do it our way." As you see this giant bowling ball looking structure, solid spear in the hands of one of the giants. You see her drape it up Pick it up. How would all of you roll a perception check to see what you see in this bowling ball?
Okay. That is a 19 altogether. 17 plus 2.
6 plus
12
6,
plus-
12.
12 plus 3, 15.
Okay. So, all right. You guys see a clear-looking giant bowling ball S. But you see a person inside. You see them with their it's not just one, but 2 or 3 people in there at once, freaking out, scared. You see the giant smile and go, prisoners in here. Sacrificing prisoners up there too. Watch this. As she rattles it, you see the 3 people rock in the ball, bouncing back and forth, all scared. But inside it, it's not smooth.
Oh.
Kind of jagged and inside, just clear.
Kind of like those
A giant ball.
crystallized rocks that you break open. It's just sharp. Ooh.
But yeah, like that in the inside, but clear-esque, so it can be seen through
Ah.
as a magical ball. You see her grab it and smile and roll this big giant ball, and she gets ready to boom, 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 all tippy toes and everything, Fred Flintstone style. 11 plus 10 is 21. You see her roll this giant ball. You see the people inside, all 3 of them, and you see them bouncing scared, and then you start seeing red and blood and everything getting ripped apart inside. And you see at the pins rolling real fast a man strapped to it as he's some kind of prisoner, and several other people to each one of the pins. And they're screaming, no, 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 no. The ball hits, exploding the guy, making the other pins smash into the other people, exploding and killing each one of them. And you just see blood splatter everywhere at Oregon.
Ugh.
The giants laugh as we're standing there in shock and horror, like, what just happened? You see the imposter king and queen walk up going, we made a deal. We get to rule here, secretly impersonating your mother and father. And they get to have fun with all our prisoners. Then we choose the prisoners of war. Which actually a lot of these people are innocents then, instead. Probably scared some people to ruin them right there. He's lost 2 viewers. I'm sorry. What do you guys say or do when you hear this all?
that's diabolical. Wait a minute. Are we next in line?
As you say that, the giant looks over at you and smirks, gets real close to your face. The giant head. You just stand like, oh. I think you're the smartest of them all. Put him up front. What about the princess? I want her up front. Okay, septic pin for him then.
Drawl actually just faints.
After all, he looks at you and they go, maybe that one in the bowling ball. No, it's too dirty right now. We wouldn't be able to see it. True. I'm not cleaning that. Neither am I. Roll it again. So, they look over, smile and smirk. Who goes first? You get ready to roll and smash each one of you. You guys want to talk to them? You want to convince them? You want to persuade them? You try to trick them? The princess looks over, going, "I have an idea for if they put me up front. But I can only do it once."
You sure?
Now, Lemon is already released technically. He can have somebody else try to help get him to release if not, if somebody else can. You guys can try to pick or do sleights of hand, try to get out of your cuffs sometime, and see if you can get out of the way before the pins hit. And then there's a chance to locate some barrel.
I'm gonna look at the giant and say, time out. Can we do a huddle to see who we all decide who's going where on the pins?
It's kind of fun, isn't it, to watch them argue who's going to get hit first.
I mean, isn't that
I
part of the
do
fun?
too.
Who are you gonna hit first? We want to make it a challenge for you guys, right? I'm still shackled.
They smile and look at you. Roll persuasion check with advantage.
All right. I think persuasion is one of my good ones. I'm not 100% sure. Let me double check. Persuasion. Okay. Woo! 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 altogether. 16 plus 8.
They nod and agree and let you guys have a few moments.
All right. Guys, huddle. Wake up Bajir while you're at it. Bajir, wake up!
All right, guys. What do you guys all talk about and discuss for a plan?
Okay, first off, we gotta get out of these damn
I have
shackles.
a timer here, and I'll put this 2-minute timer to see what you guys discussed in that 2 minutes.
Droll's
first-
still unconscious.
Bro, now's not the time to take a nap. Wake up, buddy!
Drax bows down and grabs Rawl and lifts him up and grabs his smelling salts. And yeah, you say a 13 plus 5. Here, smell this. That should
No,
be able to wake
still
up,
2 plus 2, 4. I'm still unconscious. Literally been sitting here rolling Constitution saves to try and get up, and I keep rolling low.
Drax picks you up and just drops you right on the ground. Just thud. For a 18. So he just drops you right down on the ground. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage hitting the ground roughly. Alright, so what do you guys plan? You have less than a minute.
All right, first off, guys, we gotta get out of these shackles. Second off, Princess, you said you had a plan. You need to be in the front. You want to be in the front?
I can make a ice curvature for them, shooting it back at them.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
If I fail, you'll die anyway.
Honestly, this is not the way I wanted to go out, but I got nothing in my inventory that could save me, that could save us. I mean, I have one idea, but it requires me to get a hold of you guys, and us being right now wouldn't be a good situation. It's a one-time offer. We can
Lemon,
bounce out of this.
do you want to help out with any kind of sleight of hand to help these guys out while we're all standing and huddling around each other? Or Chris, Dark Trooper? Dark Trooper? Okay, I think he's out. Okay, back to it. All right, I'll have us draw a roll. Rolls a wow. I rolled a net 20 and a 19. Nice. All right. He pick locks out of his. Who else pick locks out of theirs?
I mean, I would if I could, but don't really have the tools for that.
Princess Ophelia. You.
And Droll's unconscious.
Okay. There we go. Princess Ophelia with a 16 plus 5, a 21. Breeze is
All right.
yours. So is River. You can break them.
Woo! Net
Oh.
20. Well, minus 1 would be a 19.
You still break it.
Perfect. All right.
Roll.
I need to have everybody either get a hold of me right now or forever be left behind, basically.
All right, Drax walks up and grabs walls and breaks through his stocks, making it look awkward as the Giants are like, "What are they doing over there? I thought they were supposed to be talking. Why are these guys struggling over here?"
No, you said you wanted to go to the 4th pin, you wanted to go to the 9th pin, and you want me to be in the 2nd pin. Gotcha. Okay. And as I'm doing this while people are, putting their hands on my shoulders, around my chest, whichever it is, I'm going to cast my 5th level spell, Dimension Door.
Okay, how many people can you transfer with the dimension door?
It's an instantaneous, and that's what I'm looking for to see if I can grab how many people am I able to take. It says I can go about 500 feet. Thanks, Occupad.
Huh. 500 feet.
500 feet. I can only take one person.
Who do you take when you dimension door?
I mean, unless I do, let me check. I got one of these things. Yeah, let me see. The dark one. Really checks everything. You can reroll. 4 times. One spell over there. You can perform an exotic right of 1 minute. An expanded pack spell. Nope, that's not it. Oh, gosh darn. Yeah, I can only take one person.
Yeah, you said that already.
So,
Trying to check to see what else I could do. If I could work something out with my dark patron. Like, hey, buddy, one-time offer. Can you help me out with this one?
so who is your dark patron and what is his attitude?
Well, he's from a different dimension.
What an intention.
He's from the abyss, basically, the dark realm.
Okay.
Or should we say the shadow realm? If you know, folks, you know.
All right. So roll a D100 for me.
All right. Where to put my D10s at? Here's they are. $77.
All right. Good success. You talk to your dark deity of the shadow realm of sorts. The cards that are in your hand light up, and the middle disc of cards glows. As you're holding everybody, this portal.
I just start speaking in abyssal, shadowy, necrotic language. If anyone understand, cool. Can't. I'm basically telling my deity, hey, or my patron, hey, onesies time. I'll repay you back afterwards. You name it, and I'll do it.
Draw. If he were awake, he could understand it.
So it's funny. Right as you do this and get ready, and you beg to the god, a counter spell is activated as they try to do unto you, but they miss. They roll a 2. Yeah, they roll a 2, and they miss the counter spell. As they scream no, realizing what you're doing, thinking you're only taking 1, they don't realize how big the door gets. And widens up, and you hear in the back of your head, Merrick, like something putting its hands in the back of your shoulders, and they put their head right behind your ear. You want to make a deal? Next time, I get your soul for a duel. You better beat me, or you're mine.
I mean, if that's the deal I gotta take to get my friends out of this mess, I'll take it.
I love playing games. I'm so
Hey,
bored. Give me some soul. And it just opens the door, and all of you just. And the giant hands are reaching, missing for you. One goes through the portal behind you all, and is reaching at you as the portal closes and cuts off the giant's hand and arm from this point to the elbow. A giant hand is flying behind all of you, but without a body. Where are we being taken in this 500 feet distance or span, which technically can
To
be
the very
double-
front of the gate. That's about as far as I believe I can get us to go, is to the front of the gate. Outside the
Okay.
building, basically.
You point knowing where the front of the castle is. And teleport. And we, right at front where the guards are, standing at point that we originally had something horrible happen. And the golem was having fun. We teleport back. Big giant portal open. We set down.
Okay. Okay. So y'all just saw that? Because I won't be doing that again for a while.
You see the princess pissed off, angry and furious. She looks at all of you and speaks. My fellow guardians, I appreciate everything you've done for me and saved me today. But would you call me mad if I decided to go back in there and murder those fake king and queen of mine?
I mean, you got these golems here that can probably be more than happy to help you out with it. By all means, have at it, lady.
She smiles at you and goes, you heard and you saw my plan. The only thing that listens is the golems. I think all the rest are not my guards. I think they're all changelings.
Even
think
Sir
they're all
Spear
sh-
Johnson?
The only thing that they follow orders is what they see. And the golems know I'm real. And they know they're not. Who will follow with me to take on this kingdom?
Well, right off rip, I'm going to pull out 3 cards and bring them out to play. I'm going to bring out an Iron Golem, an Assassin, and a Druid. Well, you got a bit of an army right here that can help.
What do you other two say for Dark Trooper and DJ Thunderbase?
I have been trying to roll. Drawl is still out. He can't say anything.
Dumping water on his head. If this doesn't wake him up, I don't know what will.
I literally just rolled and got a 4 + 2, 6.
Princess Ophelia snaps her fingers. You see lightning spark from her hand and shoot right up Thrall's ass. Wakes him fully up with a jolt of lightning. You are waking up now! And she shoots a bolt right at you. Because none of us are carrying you. As Drax is looking over going, yeah, I've been carrying him for like
Finally, a 15 + 2, 17.
He's awake!
as you wake up not knowing what the plan is, as everybody else is walking towards the door. Fleming, what do you say as all this is going on?
It's like, I'm just going to keep following the princess. I don't know what you guys are going to do.
I think the key word is we're taking back the castle.
Okay.
Draximus takes his big great axe and runs it across his arm, slicing his own arm, giving himself 2 points of slashing damage. As you see the weapon glow into a bright, holy kind of light. As you hear Drax saying, light of revealing, show the truth. Light of revealing, show your roots. As the blood runs across the axe and ignites the axe. Looks like we have to find out who's what. So in a 20-foot radius, I right now have anybody within my vicinity of an AoE can be revealed as a changeling or shapeshifter.
Okay.
As long as my axe is lit. If my axe gets somehow dispelled, well, it's only if another blood hunter is around. If it's blood magic, it's different.
Gotcha.
It's that dark shit. So, all right, guys, we all are walking to the door. Droll, what are you doing as you're seeing this all happening?
I just fall.
All right, we all walk up, open the door. As you see Princess Ophelia look at the golem and say, I need you and all your friends. Can you? The golem nods with his red eye and starts walking towards us. You guys all walk in.
Yep.
Now you walk back to the entrances. Remember seeing that giant circular ball of death and blades rolling around, and one other golem in there walking in. You see some of the guards looking over in confusion as they see all 5 of us walk back in from the entrance where we just went past them 30 minutes ago and somehow got back to the entrance. It should be impossible. The guards are now in confusion. What do you guys all do? As you see the guards slowly reaching for their weapons. Looking and
Love
watching.
points at them and goes, "Hey, aren't you the 2 knights that fought in front of the princess?"
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, come on.
What's your roll?
I got a 7.
Oh. So you say this. They look over and first argue for a split second. That was not me. It was not me either. Wait. Maybe it was one of them. And they look over and they just their eyes turn black. Do they know? And as they say this, Draximus raises up his axe in the light. And all you see is their faces go from the human form you saw them originally into this pale skin, black eyes, and like dark looking teeth.
Changeling. Yeah. Flemeth squints his eyes and goes, changelings.
Yep, those are changelings.
Eldritch Blast.
Everybody gets one reaction before we go into initiative. Eldritch Blast for you. What do all the rest of you do? Draw and Dark Trooper, let me know.
I get in front of the princess to be her body. I put my body in front of the princess to protect her.
Draximus standing next to Draw. Maybe that giant ape would probably be a good idea now, because there's no giants in here anymore. And he smiles, going, "They're all in one place." As Princess Ophelia smiles, going, "And they're gonna stay there and starve if I have anything to do about it."
Does a
What do you do, Draw?
does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
All right, other damage roll. 12 points of force damage to one of the guards.
Only use the wild shape once more. One more time.
All right.
So if I were to use it now, I can't use it later, is what I'm saying.
That's perfectly fine. It goes for an hour. You have to make sure it's a big scary thing or something strong.
Ooh, I can taste the garlic ranch on that one.
I got dinosaurs. I got a woolly mammoth. I got a T-Rex. I got gorillas. I got that. You can be a giant ape again. Giants. There's a few things. You can't be no colossals yet. You're not that high level. Well, you can get close. The closest you could be was that giant ape right now for size. Besides, like a dinosaur, it's like a Triceratops or the Ankylosaurus or one of the smaller T-Rexes, not the big one, but a smaller one.
What is the condition of the opponents right now?
The opponents, there are 2 changelings in front of you guys. They just got blinded by me, so technically they can't see right now. And then there are 3 other guards or people that are inside the enemy. And we have 2 golems that are helping us. One that walked in with us, and the other one's the giant ball of death. As Princess Ophelia, that's what she's doing with her reaction, if she is asking and commanding that one to work for her. Stating her master is now a changeling, it's not truly its master anymore. So I gotta
Are they
roll.
all within? They all to each other?
The 2 guards are next to each other, but the other 3 are on the opposite side. We got 2 guards that just got revealed right in front of us. And you got the one head guard that's running towards us right now. And you got the other 2 behind, with one's an archer, the other one's a mage.
I'm gonna attack those ones then.
All right, which
Are
one do
they
you attack?
close to each other?
The 3 that are near each other?
The only people that are
That's
close
the
to
ones
each
I'm
other-
asking about. Are they close to each other?
The only ones that are close to each
The ones
other.
I'm attacking, are they close to each other?
Oh my god. Which ones, the guards or the archer and mage?
The archer and mage are the one I'm attacking. I just said that.
I didn't hear that, but I'm asking. All right. So the archer and mage, they are close to each other, they're within 5 feet of each other.
Good. Then do a con save.
A 3 and a 19. One fails, one succeeds.
Okay, because I just did moonbeam.
All right. So the moonbeam appears above them.
So the one that failed takes 34 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Nice, nice.
The one that success took half of that.
Okay. So 17. Yeah. Okay.
And then does a 24 hit the mage?
$24 does that.
8 more points on the mage from my musket.
Okay. That's all your guy. Now, Leiden, what was exactly you're doing? And Dark Trooper, what exactly are you doing? There's one reaction before we finish it.
The Eldritch Blast was a 17. Was it the two, the mage and the archer? Were they the ones that Drax used to show their faces that they are changelings, or was it the 3 guards?
No, that was the guards.
Okay, so I'll use
The guards
Eldritch
are going
Blast
to reveal the other one.
guard, one of the guards.
Yeah, because you hit one of the guards with the Eldritch Blast and succeeded.
Yep.
Dark Trooper, what did you do?
What are we doing again? Sorry.
You're attacking either the guards that then revealed that you said that did the fart thing, or you can attack the guard that's running at you right now, or the mage and archer, which draw attack without even looking that they were changelings and not just blast them.
I'll attack the guard that's charging at me.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what do you do? Your reaction before we go to initiative.
I will use my quarterstaff to trip the guard that's charging at me.
There you go. Okay.
Seven plus 8, 15.
Okay. You just succeeded. His AC is 15. So you do your damage.
Yeah, I whack him in the side of the knee with my staff.
All right, you make him crumble to the ground with that. Now, Draximus did his thing. Everybody else, now it's time to roll initiative.
All right. 19 solid.
17 plus 2, 19.
Oh, we gotta do reroll these.
2 plus 7, 9.
4 for me.
7 plus 2, 9.
All right, so you go ahead of me, and I'm right behind you.
That works for me.
I got 15 plus, I think it's 3. Okay. We're at 18. All right, so it goes Fleming, Merrick, Drax, Ophelia, and then Draw. So, Fleming, you're first. You smashed this guy's knee and knocked him right to the ground. Now, what are you doing? And everybody remember to like, share, and subscribe to Rolling to Die and to DJ Thunderbase. What are you doing, Chris?
Like I said, I'm going to finish off the guard that's on the ground by whacking the back of his neck with my staff.
All right, get away, as he has his armor still around.
Dirty 20, 12 plus 8.
You definitely hit it.
4 plus 4, 8 for damage.
Okay.
Doesn't it get doubles? Doesn't it double it
Alright.
because I got doubles?
No, it technically counts as a critical in that way, though. It would be double damage, so it would be a 16.
Okay.
So that's your first hit. You still have one more hit for that, and you still have other things you can do. What do you do?
Is that guard down for the count?
No. You smacked him in the knee, knocked him on his ass, and you hit him in the back of the head, and then you're gonna smack him again, or do something else. You gonna play golf with his head now?
Let's do that.
4.
I mean, 2. Sorry.
1 plus 8, 9. Damn it.
You completely missed swing. You're not used to playing golf. Even with a big target, you just swing and a miss.
Ah, damn, that was a strike.
Now, is there anything else you do?
No, not a strike. It's a strike.
You can do another attack.
There's nothing else I can do.
Well, you still can do one more physical attack with a bonus action.
Okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's try again.
All right, try again.
5 plus 8,
The first doesn't
13.
succeed. 13's a miss as well. Ace still 15.
Another stroke.
So and he's like shock and awe and kind of happy he didn't, like, take his head off. He's like, whew. All right, Merrick, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use my assassin character for one of my actions to use as like Eldritch Blast to have him run up and attack one of the guards. The one I hit with the Eldritch Blast, when I have my assassin run up to him and attack him. Roll, see if it hits. Okay, not bad. 16 plus 8. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 to hit.
24.
D10 for damage. 12 points again.
Okay. All right, so not dead, but hurt.
It's all right. I'm going to use
Getting close.
my other cantrip. I'm going to use Frostbite on him.
All right.
60 foot. Make sure. Having frost form on the creature you can see within range. The target must make a Constitution saving throw of a 16.
I rolled a
All
2.
right. So let me see the damage altogether. That's 2d6 of frostbite damage. Okay, that's sad. That's only 4 points of frostbite damage.
How many points?
4 altogether.
Okay. All right. He's close, like very close, but he's not dead.
That's all right. My assassin's right there in front of him. You got frostbite damage. You got attacked by the assassin, who, fun fact, looks like a familiar character we probably know from an assassin group. I'll leave it at that. That's all I can do for my turn.
You don't have a bonus action? Or
That was my bonus action.
All right. Okay. It is now Drax and Ophelia's turn. Drax stands guard protecting Ophelia, watching her back. And I keep the axe up bright. While I'm doing that, I'm going to put Bloated Agony on the commander. You start seeing his flesh and skin swell up as he's trying to run towards Fleming. Well, after Fleming already hit him now. Now you start to see him swell. He takes 6 points of damage. Okay, my turn's done. It's Drawl's turn. Ophelia is holding her turn for 1 turn.
I need those
And
two
she,
to make
has
another
a-
con save.
Another con save. A 16.
For both the archer and the mage.
That was for the archer. The mage got an 8. So 1 16 fails.
Success takes half of 37.
Okay. And now the mage takes 37. So how do you want to do this? To the
Nice.
mage?
Disintegration, it's a moonbeam.
Mage is gonna have to talk. So you see this lady trying to cast a fireball and trying to launch at you. Right as she lights it in her hand, her body just starts disintegrating in the moonbeam.
Then
All right.
a 23 to hit for the archer.
That's a hit.
10 points of piercing damage from the musket. One more shot. A 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
9 more points of piercing damage.
All right. Humble thy numbers down.
I go on to this. It's like archer versus archer away. Just different kind of archers. You're shooting, and he's shooting an arrow at you. The first round shoots right at his arrow, or just right through it. And hits it. Second shot, what do you do? Where is it? How do you want to do this with that second shot?
Headshot.
Boom, that shot.
Right? You see when he fired the arrow, and the arrow gets the shot, and he gets hit in the shoulder, and he's like, oh! And right when he looks back to look at you, the bullet flies right through his eye and just right out his ear. And it just drops. And then disintegrates from the moonbeam anyways. Okay. Now it's the golem's turn.
All right, golems.
2 guards that are at that door. The golem winds up in front of the door. I gotta roll a few times. The thing attacks 10 times. Miss. Holy crap. 2 6s, 2 8s. So technically those are crits, but those are 4 misses. 3, 8, 10 miss. 14 hit. So 14 gets a +5. 17 gets 9. Okay. 3 out of 10 attacks succeed. This ball slams into the door itself, bowing the door, and then slashing both the guards severely. Both of them are hurt to the point where they're almost dead, but it's not enough for this machine to attack again. It needs to recharge. Its turn is done. The other golem now walks up and goes to the door, and it realizes the door has been barred. and is reaching its saw to cut through where the bar is to lock it. $17. He cuts through it. All right, back to the top. Lemon. Chris, you're back to the top. What do if you have the guy on the ground, he's bleeding severely, and he got hurt pretty bad?
Let's go for another swing. Finally, a dirty 20, 12 plus 8.
All right, how much damage doing?
A 9, 5 plus 4.
He only had 7 health left. How do you want to do this as you're playing golf with his head? He laughed at you for the first 2 swings. Ha! You missed! What are you going to do now? You jackass!
I'm the jackass who's about to take your head off.
Happy Gilmore, that shit. You even do the step back and get ready for the charging swing. And do the full putt head right to it. He sees it coming, going, no! And just head off. And you see a head flying in the air and even hits the well right down the hole.
Hole in one.
Hole in one.
How you like them apples, you stupid dead git?
All right. Now you still have one more attack, and then you still have bonus attack. What are you going to do? You have 1 physical attack, you still have 2 technically with your 1 attack.
I'm going to move back to the princess to protect her, and I turn to
All right.
pull my action for a reaction for later.
Okay. All right. It is Merrick's turn.
All right. Once again, gonna use the assassin to go up to the same guard to attack, using my cantrip of Eldritch Blast to beat his attack, basically. All right. 19 to hit.
Hit.
All right. Sweet sauce.
How much
Where did my
damage?
D10 go? There it is. All right. 6 points of basic force damage. He uses his rapier to basically do a cut across the face.
How do you want to do this? We only have 5 health left.
So as the assassin has his cutlass pulled out, he basically runs up towards him, aims the rapier directly at his face, and does a jab to the face and thrust up. And you see blood just shoot from his nostril up, and you just see a fountain of... And the guard just collapses to the ground as blood still spews out from his nostril.
Hardcore.
And then for my
So
secondary
now bonus
action, gonna use Eldritch Blast again, but on the other guard. See if that hits.
That's 3
Okay.
shots.
I only have 2 shots.
We only have 2 for you.
21 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. 13 plus 8. How do I keep losing my D10? There it is. All right. 12 points of force damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ha! So as the next guard sees his buddy and comrade, get his face slit open from a rapier, he looks over and realizes, holy shit, my comrade is, what is that? A beam of aqua beam just comes shooting right at his face, and his head is no more. He has a stump neck that's just soldered in ash and soot. And then he just drops, and you see his body twitch from the whole experience of losing his head, kind of realizing, I'm alive, no, I'm dead. I'm alive, no, I'm dead. Ah.
Okay, so you guys have killed all the enemies in the room now. We now have 2 golems on each side of the room. All right, you guys want to head to the next room as the one golem has sawed its way through the barred door.
I look at the princess and say, which way do you think is the best course to go?
She looks back at all of you and goes, "Can all of you step back, please?" As you look,
Gladly. I take a step back. I'll leave my monsters out there for shits and giggles.
all of you step back as you see the giant ball winding up like Sonic the Hedgehog charging. He, Princess Ophelia, touched the door and turned it to ice with a 21. So she definitely freezes the door. And then she steps back from the door as your monsters are standing in front of the door, just an odd. The giant ball rolls right over them, right through them, and smashes into this ice door and just shatters it.
That's all right. They're going to the graveyard. It's fine with me.
You left them there to stand there.
I will allow it. I don't mind. I had other cards I want to play, and I couldn't bring them out unless these guys got destroyed. It's the only way it works.
Okay.
Graveyard you go.
We'll call him Ezio instead of
Forgot to draw a card.
Or
That'd be nice and handy.
well, you bust through the next room. Those three nobles you've seen originally, all of them have their weapons drawn, looking around as we enter the room. Ophelia, which is a good thing it's our turn next anyways, looks right at the next golem, snaps her fingers and points right at the three people. As you see Braximus raise his axe to reveal all three of them, the changelings. What do all you guys say as they reveal to changelings?
Hey, bastards! Knock, knock!
More of them? Ugh.
What do you say, Drawl?
What's happening?
You see the three royalty people that were there earlier. The Princess Ophelia walked past. Like all three of them are changelings, and they just got outed. So what do you say when you see them as changelings?
So they just changed, you said?
Yeah, they got revealed that they're changelings.
How close are they together?
All three of them are bunched up together.
I need them to make a dex save then. Or not dex save, a constitution save.
A 7,
Because
a 6,
they're in the room, right?
and a 10. 7, 6, and a 10.
They all failed. I'm using my action to
Nice.
move the moonbeam right over top of them. Each one of them taking 31 points of damage.
Ouchies!
Yowzers, man. Right off rip. Okay, severe damage to all.
Gibber, gibber, gibber.
You hear all three of them scream in wretched pain as the golems all turn at all three of them and stake intruders and just start rolling right at all three of these guys. All right. So, Brawl, it is your turn. What do you do?
That was my action.
You still got bonus action.
What about your rifle? Pow, pow.
Yeah, I'll just use my musket.
Now, mind you, there is a chandelier above their head.
Does an 18 hit the chandelier?
Yes, it does. You need to use 15.
I'm hitting the chain
Then
link
the
to
other
drop the chandelier.
Classic. All right. So let me roll. Damage. They missed. Each one of them. They all missed their dodge. Every one of them. A 4, a 5, and a 10. They all hit by the chandelier. The chandelier itself, from the velocity and the drop, is 179 damage.
Nice.
So how do you want to do this, draw? As you
Phantom of the Opera
like, how does it
style.
look? Now, how does it look for you with your rifle? Like, you do a trick shot? Do you do a behind your back with a mirror shot? Do you just not look and fire? Or what do you do? You aim it?
One hand, I just take the musket in one hand. I just point it up at the chandelier's chain, and I'm just like, goodbye.
And you see draw point this gun and just fire in slow motion. This ball fly out of the rifle and just hit the chain and just snap the link and snap the rope at the same time. As it's not a regular ball, as it hits, it just does a small explosion when it hits, making sure it separates. You see this giant, say, 25-foot around chandelier, probably a little over 1,000+ pounds, mostly with magical lighting and luminescence around it, making it so it can't be broken while falling with heavy weight and velocities. Comes down at about 25 to 30 feet drop at about 1,000 pounds. On top of these three unexpected guys. As they all look back, screeching, one's casting fireball to shoot, the other one's pulling out his gun to fire, and the other one's casting a spell of some sort, swirling around all three of them to try to protect them. A shadow under them gets
All
bigger
while
and
they're
bigger and
still
bigger.
being burned by the moonbeam.
Yes, bigger of this bright moonbeam that now a shadow is consuming over the moonbeam. They look up and see this giant chandelier and screech, cartoon style, eyes bug out, and just swoosh. And we're all just sitting there going, oh my god. Wow, that was hardcore.
That
You see
was awesome.
the ground itself gets caved in a bit, almost to fall into the basement area from the weight and slam.
There.
The
Now
enemy
there
is
are
just
no more.
flames. Even the golems stop and look at Drawl and just nod. Princess Ophelia lifts the next door and puts her hand at it. The door smiles. You don't need to have me forcefully open, my friends. I didn't know they were changelings. But if you insist that the king is not real, then all hail Princess Ophelia. And he closes his eyes and his face disappears. The door cracks. It opens up slowly. As you hear, good luck. You're going to need it. What do you guys do?
Cheeky saying, I put my faith in the heart of the cards. I don't need luck.
Drax looks at you. The heart of the what?
Ooh, this will come in handy.
So, Princess Ophelia walks up to the door, an open doorway. You see her in this like slow motion walk as she raises one hand up, instantly reacting, making a shield of ice. As it slays across the floor and turns to a sheet. You see arrows hit. You see her raise her next hand up. She snaps her fingers. doing a dispel. The 19
Ooh.
and on the fireball. You see her look back at all of you, and then you hear, "Are you guys gonna join or I have to fight everybody myself?" Jeez! And pulls her dagger out. Drax
She's
is
gonna
just
pull
like, just in shock how cool that looked.
She was getting ready to do the pull to look back and be like, for Frodo, and go running in.
For Frodo, actually, I have all the Lord of the Rings characters for D&D.
Sweet.
It's gonna be fun. All right, so what do you guys all do? I'm gonna give you guys all one reaction before we go into initiative. What is that reaction when you all walk in? As Princess Ophelia first walks in, raises an ice shield to her right, and to her left, she snaps her fingers and dispels the fireball. And she looks forward and pulls out the dagger that was gifted to her.
There any within 60 feet?
Yes, the whole room of enemies. Where the room is about a 60-foot circumference.
Oh,
You have the king, the queen. You have the bard, which actually is the only person that's not actually a changeling in the room as light hits. You see the other guards and some of the other royal keeps that look like they were supposed to be for other royalties of other kingdoms, of the Dwarven kingdom, the Elven kingdom, the Drow kingdom, the human kingdom, and such. All of them were changelings, but these were the spies. These were all the secret ones coming in for a secret meeting with these king and queen changelings. You guys just walked in on it. And they're all reacting,
Mostly-
freaking out.
is there any large group together?
There are three of them to your left, 30 feet from you,
Okay.
that are guards, running at you with shields and swords.
Make a
drawn.
con save. Because I'm using the last movement of the moonbeam right over.
All right, 10, 7, and 15.
Only one succeeds.
The guy in the very back is the only one that succeeds, and the two guys in the front do not.
The two in the
What
front
happened?
take 31. The guy in the back takes half. This is radiant damage.
All three of them scream in pain. The one in the back, not as much. Okay, what do you do, Fleming?
Trying to remember what we're doing again. What are we doing again? I'm sorry.
We're
Where's
running
the,
into-
right at the throne room doorway?
And is the door locked?
Nope, it's
No,
open.
It opened up for us because we're friendly. We respected
You're
the
just
door, and the
well,
door
guy.
respected us.
I guess I'll go through the door.
Well, everybody else is fighting changelings. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm trying. I'll go fight. I'll go help out fighting changelings.
All right, there's the ones that just got hit by Defonte's character Draw with the moonbeam in front of you guys to your left. To your right, there are the two archers, one with a crossbow, a double crossbow, and one with just a bow and arrow, firing at you guys from your right.
I'll take on those guys.
You have 3 arrows flying at you right now, Dark Trooper.
I use deflect.
Is there anything you want to do in that concept of these arrows flying at you? You want to do a reflective,
Yes, I want to use
What's it
deflect
called?
and redirect it back at them.
yeah, All right. Deflect missile.
Ooh, nice.
All right, I need you to roll 3 acrobatic and/or athletic checks,
Ugh.
please. And you have advantage to all 3 of them, as you are a trained monk, and this is something you do normally.
One is 27, net 20 plus 7.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a double success there. All right, what's the other 2?
One's a 21, 14 plus 7.
Nice.
Very nice.
And the last one's 15 plus 7, 22.
So, in the coolest way, you see this dwarf as these 3 arrows start flying right at the princess and Fleming. As the princess did all these cool things blocking, she didn't have enough time to raise up the next ice shield. As she's trying to raise it up, you see it raising up about 2 feet. And then here comes Fleming walking right past the ice shield, catching one arrow, spinning it, catching the next arrow, spinning it. And right after he does that, he kicks the 3rd arrow and just kicks it right back at him. And you see the one archer get hit with his own arrow, he drops, gasping for air in his one lung. And then the other one with the double crossbow arrows gets the shot, one in the eye and the other in the knee, as he hits the floor screaming in pain.
Oh, nice.
Now, each one of them took double damage because of that nat 20 you did. So the one that did the double shot gets a how do you want to do this? The other guy that's a regular archer, though, he's still alive. So how do you want to do this to the guy that got double shot with both arrows? What's that 3rd shot arrow look like when it hits him? When you do the kick with it?
Hell yeah.
It kicks it right in, and kicks him right. You said one got into his eye.
Yep.
Then the other one will go right through.
Or mouth.
The other one will go right through the heart.
All right. So one through the eye as he's screaming in pain, and the last one right through the heart as he looks down as he drops to one knee and just falls right into both the arrows, and the arrow falls right through his skull, and the other one goes right through his heart.
That one's down. I charged.
Nice.
Then I charged the archer
Okay.
with the quarterstaff.
Oh, you're gonna do the charge slap drop.
Yeah,
Oh, that's mean. That's hardcore.
13 plus 8.
He's like, what?
One.
Do you still have the mop attachment?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh.
I mean, he's a janitor. He's gotta have a mop with him, right?
All right. What was the
It was
attack
a
roll?
21.
So you hit, and how much damage?
It was 13 plus 10, 8, 21. And it is damage is 9, 5 plus 4.
You got 8
Nice.
points left. How do you want to do this? As you run up with this mop and just
Somehow the
as you have an
mop
arrow,
was still dirty enough that the lingering bacteria in the mop caused poison damage, and the guy dribbles down with foaming from the mouth.
I love it.
James. All right, yo. He said, yo.
Hi, James.
Oh, guaranteed. Yo, my brother.
Oh, me.
James Head?
Yeah, that's Zenta. Or Reason Done. One of the mightiest gamers you'll ever. He makes us all look like bitches in Mario Kart. And Smash Bros. And many other games. I love it. But back to it, guys, girls, and squirrels.
Squirrel.
So you guys each have your reaction. Now, for you, Leiden, what was yours? What is yours? Yours is the last one.
I'm basically going to use the Joker to make a doppelganger of myself. So now there's 2 of me on the field.
All right, so right when you do that,
And
you
then I'm
walk
going
up
to...
to a card, and in second you just appears in front of you, walking up ahead of you by like 3 feet.
Yep. And together, both the doppelganger and I, we're going to have altogether 4 Eldritch Blasts, and we're going to shoot all 4 at the false king. First roll.
What level are these Eldritch Glasses?
They are all aquamarine colored.
And what level?
It's basically a cantrip.
Ah, okay.
So first one's a miss. Second one, okay, that's a hit. That's a 19 plus 8, so that's 27, I think.
Yes, you do hit. You missed the first one. He looks back as he looks.
Third one's a net 20 plus 8, 28. Let's go, baby! And the fourth and final one is a 19 plus 8.
3 hits. As he looks back at
All
the
right.
first one, he looks back forward and boom, and just knocks back into his chair, to the throne.
All right,
And
so the second attack, since the first one was a miss, 12. The third attack, which was a nat 20. All right, that is a 9 plus 4. That is 13 plus double that. I can't do math apparently for some reason. 26. And the fourth and final attack is 9.
you hurt him, but it's not enough that he's a much higher level.
That's okay.
He looks back with rage. All right. So that's everybody's reaction. Now we're going to go back to the top. And Chris Lemon, you are first. What do you do now as you slaughter those 2 archers? And now you see a dwarven mage that's not a dwarf, but a changeling. Elvish looking sorcerer, but he is a changeling as well. By the way, you see one other. You see a dragonborn impersonating a monk of the Drunken Dragon Monastery. And it's a changeling. What do you guys all react to that when you first see that? Like, especially Drawl and especially Fleming.
There's no way.
For DJ,
We saw you die.
and for Chris, what do you two both say when you you see this changeling that was that looked like a dragonborn at first from the monastery, and you've seen him before? So
Hey, didn't I crush your head into the concrete at the bar?
what do you say, Drawl?
Oh shit.
Good answer. All right.
Yeah, Joel doesn't see it. He's too focused right now on the ones to the left.
Okay. So as this happens, what do you do, Biden, with your character now?
I mean, my next course. I mean, well, first, I believe it's Fleming's turn, right?
Sorry, yes, Fleming. Fleming, then Leiden. Fleming.
Fleming, then me.
What do you do after seeing that? You react, you say that stuff. He gives you a dirty look and goes, "You keep thwarting my plans. This time, I'm going to look like you when I'm done." What do you say to that, Fleming?
Like I said, wasn't you the guy who I put in the concrete at the bar? And you said,
And then he say he's going to steal your face.
I was like, well, my face is too handsome for an ugly creature like you.
You hear it hiss at you.
That just makes it even worse. It still doesn't make me want to give you my face.
Now, what are you gonna do now?
Now I'm going to bash his face in. Now I'm going to point at him and go, now I'm going to put you into the concrete again. And this time I'm going to make sure you stay down. And crack my knuckles.
Bring it, short man. Okay, so you got your action, and you had to use your bonus action for talking crap. But what's your action?
I charge in.
All right, running, doing what? A running kick,
Rubber
running
attack.
punch. You're doing a kind of like acrobatics thing, like a flippy do, or doing like a back do a kick, a booty bump, drop kick.
I'm going to do
If you do a Jordan, you're gonna run up and do a double flying knee. That was so cool.
Ha!
No joke.
That was a good match. I
The
loved
light in
it.
here, this guy got jumps because he's so light, but he has acrobatics. Meant this guy can jump over 6 feet high and double knee you in the face with his knees. And now that he's more acrobatic than he used to be, more athletic than he used to be in a lot of ways now, he could probably jump like 6'5". He'd probably reach you and double knee you in the face. He's like a spider monkey out of nowhere.
Yeah. I charge in. Yeah, why not? I'll do a double D to the face.
All right.
Oh yeah, boy. Get him, go get him.
I learned this one from Leiden. It's a Leiden strike. There you go. A Leiden strike.
I already know what you're gonna say. Do it acrobatics.
Yep. You get a knee.
Knee of
7,
rejection.
18.
You hit.
That's a straight roll.
Just a double knee of justice.
Now we'll do an unarmed strike. Oh, 17 plus 7, 24.
Nice.
All right. So the first hit
That is very much a hit.
knocks him on his ass, knocks him in prone. So all your physical attacks have advantage now.
And did 8 damage.
And for that knee strike, you get to do double damage because of the velocity of flying and striking him right in the knee, or right in the face, and landing on him.
Now,
He's not dead.
now that
Is
I
that you rolling
landed on
eight?
him, I'm
Yes.
going to do a Fury of Blows since I have one more action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
Give it, give it, give it.
do it. Do it.
8 plus 7, 15.
Okay. You hit. How much
And I
damage?
decided to all those Fury of Blows right into his crotch. Just for funsies.
Oh my. All right, how much damage?
9. 6 plus 3.
Nice.
All right, now Fury Blows means you get to strike one more time. So what's that second strike?
That's right. Fury Blows, I get multiple strikes.
Yep.
Oh, 920 plus 7.
Yes.
Oh,
And because it's double damage, 4 plus 6 plus 3, 13 damage.
how do you want to do this?
Woohoo!
That
Get
is
it right there.
Yeah.
destroyed.
So
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
as you warned him, you were going to pummel something into the ground, and you said his head. You just didn't say which head this time. As he screams in horrid pain, as the dwarf double kneed him in the face to the ground and first smashed his face into the ground, messing him up horribly. Turning right around and just started pounding his balls with his fist.
So I put 2 heads into the ground.
Yep. Smashing both heads into the ground. As you heard it screech in pain for its horrible death, wishing any formality, it gave itself a heart attack just to die from the pain and agony.
And then I do a handstand and flip up and go, Try to take my face, will you? And I give him a swift kick to the chest and go, not likely, you stupid git.
The other two changelings, that was a dwarf and a elf, freak out as they see you do this. And then you see one of them pull out a shadow dagger, and the other one pulls out a glowing flail.
I look at them both and go, bring it.
All right, so that'll end your turn. Okay, Leiden. What are you doing?
Well, I was gonna do something, but that involves everyone being out of the room. But since everyone's in the room, I decided to forego that idea. So instead, I'm gonna bring forth my own giant on the battlefield.
Oh,
I'm gonna summon a frost giant to the field.
actually, that was left good. Yes.
Let's see. I'm gonna have let's see. Frost giant is going to do frostbite damage to the king. Make sure I got that spell set. That's a cantrip. Yep. So he has to make a con save of 16.
A 5 plus 3.
He ain't gonna. No success for him. So he's gonna be taking 2d6 of frostbite damage. Hey, that's better. That's better. That's 10 points of frostbite damage.
So you hit them with this frost point, and it just freezes up his legs to the throne. It's kind of like holding him at bay.
Perfect. And then for my final action, I'm going to have both me and my doppelganger do Eldritch Blast. So that would be 4 hits on him.
All right.
First one. 9 plus 8, that's 8. No, that's 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. Second attack. That's cocked. First time of the night, folks.
17 hits.
Okay. 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Third attack. Nat 20. Wait. Fourth and final hit. That's a 10 altogether. So that one does not hit. So first attack damage is 12. 8 plus 4. Second attack. That's 5 points of damage. Third attack was the nat 20. All right, that is 6 plus double that is 12. And fourth and final. Wait, fourth was a miss. That's all I got.
Okay, so you heard him. He's about halfway now. He's not dead though, but he's about halfway. Surprised the living hell out of him more than anything. And you froze him to the chair. He was frozen tonight.
I look at him dead square in the eyes, and with like the deepest abyssal tone I can give out, I speak. Give me your soul.
Roll a D100 for me, please.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do. $57.
I rolled a 52, so you say that your god that you made a deal with hears this. and it feels like that feeling the last time where he put his hands on your shoulders next to your ear, and you like feel the smile near your ear, and him saying, "That'll do. That'll make a deal. I want his soul." Because of your succession, you get one more round of attacks.
Ooh. All right. I will do Eldritch Blast then.
You notice your Eldritch Blast when you get ready to fire it. It doesn't become a normal Eldritch Blast. There actually is a Eldritch Blast minigun in. So it looks like a astral or shape of it in a formality for a moment when you feel it and load it up and fire it. And when you do, though, it feels like it's from the magic of your deity that you've made a deal with.
Well, it's a nat 20 for that roll.
Makes it even better.
Oh shit! Where'd my D10 go? There it is. I'm losing my D10s, folks.
I think it's a mimic.
I think it is too. All right.
I have
That
mimic
is a
dice.
12.
I think it's hilarious.
Double that, 24.
Okay. And that's just that one damage?
Yep.
You still got 5 more shots because this one shoots 6 times.
What? Okay, I will go roll for my second roll.
Well, you have an actual one.
Another nat 20. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit. All right.
Higher
So first
levels, I think it's
second one's nat 20. Third one. All right. 17 plus 8. Math sucks today, folks. Bear with me.
That's 17 plus 8. 25.
That's 25. So fourth roll. Well, that one's a miss. 5 plus 8 doesn't really do squat. So fifth roll. 6 plus 8. That's a 14. And sixth and final roll. Well, that's a nat 1.
All right, so how do you want to do this? Because of all the damage to me accumulated as it gets doubled and quadrupled for the double or the nats because you're having your DC help you. But at the very end, it's going to go out without a bang.
So the nat 20. The second one, that's 9. Double that, that's 18. Third roll is 10. And then the last 2 rolls, are misses. Or not
So
last
what
two,
is
last.
it? What does your dealer look like that shows up behind you and then appears this arcane minigun in front of you as you fire it? As he's like kind of holding it behind you as you're holding it, he's holding it too.
I haven't really put a lot of thought into his appearance, but I'm gonna wing it and we'll go with it. He looks like basically like the Grim Reaper, but he has a bone-like structure of wings that pop out from his back that are engulfed in black and purple flames to kind of indicate like feathers.
What about instead of the Grim Reaper style S, a business suit S?
Yeah, we can go with that.
Black with a white pinstripe suit with the purple kind of like a tie or bow tie with the wings still sticking out of his back though, protruding out, but just his face is more shadowy-esque. Like, you ever watched Kids Next Door? The villain is all fiery face and angry. And,
Oh, the father? Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen it.
he looks kind of like that, but instead of glowing red, he'll look more like he's glowing a bluish purple with the outline.
Sounds good to me.
As he seems like he makes more deals and business-esque, but he's mafioso in his own manner.
And he always has a card. He has like a deck of cards in his hands that he always just constantly keeps shuffling. Sometimes the cards will float around him and go back into his deck while he shuffles.
Always puts them in his right pouch pocket, and you always see one sticking out, looking like it's looking at somebody. As you have this firing, the fake king is looking and seeing these rounds firing off, as they don't look normal as the last Eldridge Blast fire rounds you did. These ones have his face look like they're on them, smiling. As each one hits, rips through his flesh, right through his soul, as you hear him scream in pain. As he starts realizing he's more effed than he thought, as when the bullets rip through, they don't go past. They stop and they pull back.
Ooh.
They rip through another part of him and go back into the gun.
Ooh.
Fires through and then rip back through, and the last ones pull his soul as the body gets stuck there because you froze it there. As it looks like his chest is pushed out and the soul rips out. As it's screeching in pain, it absorbs into the gun. As you're holding it, he looks over you and goes, I would suggest to let go. I want you to roll acrobatics or athletics to see if you're fast enough to let go. If not, it's going to blow up. If you did roll on that one, and that's what's going to make it go boom.
Yeah.
Is,
Let me see what
let
I
go
got.
before it goes boom.
Which one? Okay. Acrobatics. Neither one of them's good. I'm just going to go with acrobatics because it's just a straight roll. That's a 12.
So you try your hardest to let go and jump away, but right when you look down and you realize what he means, you see it glowing severely. And right when you let go to push away, it's giving you 27 points of force blast damage.
All right.
Throwing you back 10 feet. Right past Fleming, right past Roll, right in front of Princess Ophelia. And you hit the ground, knocked prone until your turn again.
Gotcha.
You did an epic thing, you messed up the king. You look back and he said, deal's done, thank you, but you better let go. And you're like, what? Boom! And you're like, ow, that was cool, but ow. You hear in the back of your head, don't you love making deals with me? The next one will be another card game. You owe me one.
Looking forward to it. Ow!
All right, your turn is done.
Yep.
Drax and Ophelia are going to go after the queen. Droll, do you want to go after the queen as well? As they're the last ones left? As the guards have all been disintegrated by your moonbeam of death.
Okay, yeah, that's all I would have asked, is just for them to do another con save.
I got an 8, a 5, and a 10. And I did the math, and they weren't going to survive 10 damage apiece.
Yeah, and it was 22.
They would have each died instantly. They all just disintegrated and screamed that you just walked forward towards the queen with me and Princess Ophelia. So it's Princess Ophelia with 2 dragons right behind her. So she's walking up with fire in one hand, ice in the other, with her eyes starting to glow as she's walking up in rage. As you see a monk dwarf jumping up and slaughtering a few of the fake or the changelings and making them screech as he's holding them off. And the other side, you see a minigun of magical aura and Merrick firing it off, ripping the king apart, ripping his soul apart as he's the false king. Princess Ophelia walks up, and you see these 2 dragonborn, black and purple, right behind her, smiling with their wings out and their teeth ready. One holding a bloody glowing axe. And what weapon do you hold as Brawl?
He's holding his musket currently.
And you're holding your musket just on your back, just walking past up the stairs. As the queen is going, hang on now. We can, I'm your mother. I mean, please, anything. As you see the queen, or you see Prince Ophelia walking up the steps going, you're not my mom. I know you're not. You don't have a cold touch. The room's not icy. I can feel if you were my mother. Where are they? Or suffer what happened to him. I will send your soul, wherever the hell that one went. As for Merrick, you hear, did I hear another soul? So, what do you say, Droll, as you walk up with Drax?
Droll just stays quiet.
Drax looks at you, goes, I guess we played good cop, bad cop. Too bad I forgot which one's which. Off with her head. My queen, until we find your mother. And she looks over going, princess until we know. But yes, off with her head. So, I would like for, does everybody want to do a combo or a team effort?
Certainly, I'll help out with that.
Is the queen on the ground on all fours?
Yeah.
No,
He's back.
She is on her knees, begging and pleading, right in front of the queen's throne. The other two guys that were there in front of you, that were getting ready to fight you, tried to turn and run. And as the changeling dwarf and the changeling elf turned and ran, the golems entered the room
And turn them into paste?
and turned every single changeling that was in that room to paste, as they found the rest of them that were in there too. And the only one that wasn't was the bard, and they were fine with the bard because they liked his music.
I go to my spells, please. I don't want to go to manage inventory.
And I
So-
don't want to die.
Princess Ophelia looks over and goes, everybody take a hit.
All right, for mine, the queen needs to make a dexterity save.
11.
She fails. I call forth hellish rebuke on her.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. How much damage?
That is 60-10 fire damage. She takes 29 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then
My weapon's going to be double damage because it's a weakness.
And I'm all out of fifth spells.
oh, 19 plus 5, 24 to hit as well.
That's a hit. All right. How many
So
damage?
she's going to actually be taking 2 things of damage from me. Piercing
Nice,
and
nice.
radiant.
A radiant does double damage, by the way.
Yeah, because I'm attaching my starry wisp to my bullet.
Okay.
Nice.
Doing 7 points of piercing, 8 points of radiant.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, how about I just give you guys a blessing?
Ooh.
Just because I'm a
All right, now Fleming, what are you doing for your final hit on the queen before Princess Ophelia obliterates her?
Is your guy still in front of the queen?
My guy's on the side, going for the chop for the neck. But it's kind of like a slow motion to you as you see everybody attacking, and you're just right there ready to hit.
I don't want to get away. I'm just gonna let you do the chop. I'm gonna give you a blessing. I bless you, my child.
All right.
She basically takes flames that shoot from under her while she's laying on the ground. That is like a symbol on the floor that represents my patron. Just shoots up on
That's
her.
mean. I can see it now. You play. You look at your cards and you shuffle your deck, and then this image rolls like a shadow off you to the floor, follows up to her like a small flame, makes the symbol, makes the patron, then makes it smile and wink. And she's like, "What?" And it opens its mouth and "Blah! Fire my laser!" Blah! So it gets hit that way. I'm hitting with my axe. I hit with a nat 20 and then with a 19, which I'm enraged. And then now Princess Ophelia. Oh yeah, yeah, she's gonna be dead after this. Princess Ophelia walks up. I asked a question. And she's bleeding everywhere and her neck is barely hanging on. She's trying to gasp for air. Where's my mother and my father? Or you die. I have more loyal men like this that are 10 times more dangerous.
Yeah, you haven't met Grismont yet.
You stupid git.
She looks up and goes, in the skies of heaven that see hell from the bottoms is where she'll be, in a floating castle in the sky. Please let me free. As the princess smiles, you'll be free, all right. All right. And does disintegration ray. And hits with an 18. I'm sorry, sweetie. She failed with an 8. Here, you're not going to get it. And Princess got the 18. So with disintegration ray, you see her screech in pain for a split second, and then you just see her just start turning to dust. As her soul gets absorbed by that symbol that Merrick put on the ground and swallowed up, kind of like a Ghostbusters trap, and sucks in and then pulls right back into Merrick. And you hear from your patron, more. I need more friends down here. They're screaming. Give me more bad ones. I like the bad ones. I need to punish bad cheaters that can't play the games right. I said play the cards right. They're not playing right. Now teach them. Back to the shadows I go. You hear screaming and muffling before it goes away. All right. You clear the room of all the enemies. As you turn back and see several golems, like an army, standing at a corner waiting, and a giant ball as well, just sitting there. Princess Ophelia looks over. I guess we're gonna have to go and find my mother and father. Are you Dragon Balls willing to join me? I know it's been a while, so We should head to your monastery and pay respects to your master. Warn him about the spies that were changing us. But that was
Well, begging me pardon, princess, or queen, if I may say. Now that sounds like mommy and daddy have gone to another realm. I don't we have some giants in the other room that need a bit of a lesson?
he smiles. They chose the worst room to be in to play bowling. That room has a drop. Either two choices of magma or the astral sea. He smiles, and I think they need a swim in the astral
You know what? I second that. Let's give them a good bath, a bath that they'll never forget.
All right, I need everybody here to help her then. As she charges up, and she grabs the it's kind of like a switch pillar, but it has to be shifted, but it has to be done magically. So each person has to help with a wisdom or intelligence save.
Oh dear.
I think mine would be wisdom.
with
Let me double
wisdom.
check.
Not a check. A check, the stronger one. So a wisdom or intelligence check.
6 plus 3, 9.
Yeah, intelligence is just dope. Okay.
Okay, what'd you get?
Wisdom for Merrick. You're getting an 8 out of me.
You have advantage. Everybody has advantage with this roll.
Oh, well, don't mind if I do.
What are we
Mind you,
doing?
you also been blessed. This is a wisdom or
11
intelligence
plus
check.
3,
Mind you,
14.
Chris did bless all of us beforehand.
Oh, so that's like a +4?
With a +4, you can roll, and you got to see if you get a plus up to a 4.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I can only do
20.
it for 3
20
people.
plus 2.
I can only do it for 3 people.
22. That's on a wisdom.
And that's all you need.
Dirty 20 for me.
Okay. As long as you succeeded over a 10 of your level, you pass and don't pass out from this. Everybody here looks like they succeeded. So you see her glowing in aura, changing colors, as each one of you puts your hand on her shoulders and or help grab the bar and pull and yank. You see it shift over as each element makes it turn on and turn off and turn on and turn off. So it finally shifts over to the astral sea.
Can I make
Now,
a... Can I do a... Nah, screw it. We're going to do it anyways. Can I do a sleight of hand instead of, hand on the shoulder? I'm just going to reach down and... on her cheek.
You can do a sleight of hand.
This is the stupidest idea. Oh, I have it. It's a natural roll. Shit. Oh, heart of the
That's
dice. Don't fail me. That is a 19. Solid.
You reach down,
Oh my god.
she pulls and yanks, and you grab at her 17-year-old buttocks. You feel the most swiftest, fastest.
I'm going to jail. No, wait, I'm only 16. I ain't going to jail.
No, your character, story, but you get a low ball kick real quick from her backwards as she just distinctly just peek, and you just ding, ha! As I rolled for her with a nat 20.
Worth it.
Her And she looks back at you going, not until we talk more first. You're younger than me.
Okay. We'll call it square then.
Feels like you're gonna cough up some berries, some gems or whatever. As you guys do this, and you pull this and shift this, and no one else saw this unless they rolled a perception check or not. But all the giants have rolled and bowled and murdered and killed a bunch of innocents, even a few actual prisoners too, because they got bored, and a couple guards that were sadly there for watch, and then if their armor
Oh,
could
dear.
take the bowling hit or not, or be in the bowling ball. Didn't end well for many of them. They are laughing, saying how they were going to eat the rest of us and everything else and eat this town, but they were not going to keep their word anyways. They bowl their last bowl. As the bowling ball rolls, and they're screaming in there, the last guard, the floor cracked open under the carpet, and they don't see it at first. And the bowling ball dips with the carpet and pulls it under. And they look going, what is this? As the ceiling glows with all the runes. As you see the giants snapping their fingers trying to turn on Dimension Door, trying to teleport out, trying to open things, nothing's working. And they're like, what the? And everything lights up different colors. Hundreds of deactivation spells are turning on at once. As the floor underneath them is sliding and opening. The giants are freaking out as they're trying to run away. The ones that are trying to hover and fly fall back down as the deep spells are automatically flying and turning on one after another. You see 6 powerful leader giants all fall and get sucked into the astral sea. As you see them float in, they're looking around. They freak out at first. One last saying they know how to get out. And as they say they're going to do something, a dark shadow appears behind one of them. Shaped like somebody that you just dealt with and talked to as your patron. But on the other side, the other astral sea god, the void god of the cleric patrons of the void sea. Many teeth and eyes open up. A giant body and monster creature and tentacles all around. A portal of 200 feet opens up of a monster and starts chomping down, ripping apart one giant after another, eating them. As your giant's sitting there going, or you're not giant, your patron is sitting there smiling, going, one soul after another. One, you get the body, I get the soul. What a great deal we have to share the sea together. As the creature crunches down and looks over with all his 6 eyes and blinks, and just starts chomping back down on the god or on the giants, one after another, as they try to hit and slash, but nothing is working. As in the astral sea, you do not move by your movement speed, but only by your wisdom or intelligence. So if you have a low wisdom or a low intelligence, you do not move at all, or only a little bit. If you have a negative, someone else has to help move you or yank you.
That's me.
Mind anybody that gets into the astral sea, you're going to have a very bad problem with a negative. And some of these,
Are we in there yet, or are we just at the brim of the portal?
if you would jump in to see every,
We're kind of seeing it probably like a mirror on the wall, basically, watching the whole thing go
I mean,
down.
like,
Damn!
Right. I say we run away. We pull a Mighty Python and run away.
as you see Princess Ophelia showing a portal where we all get to watch. I could even do one better. All of us are standing around a round table with a crystal ball. and a wizard, big, fluffy, with a big giant beard named Grand Archsage Lama, looking into a giant crystal ball, going, "See here, guys. This is what happens when you're in the astral sea. Don't go in the astral sea unless you're smart. And if you are smart, still don't go in the astral sea because you'll die. You know what a dreadnought is? Look at that thing. Kind of like a whale, but worse. And you just see horrors and atrocities. And it's like you see the princess looking and reading a book about all these different things. As all the golems start cleaning everything up, the princess goes, "I think it's time for us to turn in. We now have control of the castle. My golems know who's who, and they will test everybody. Drax here helped out with each one of them to glow with the ability to reveal." As you see Drax bleeding everywhere, yeah, I used a lot of my blood. I'm really tired. So she looks over going, "You guys choose your rooms. I'm going to mine. I need time to think after. I need to find out my parents." And she grabs a bunch of books about castles and skies and stories and runs to her room. Draximus, you see, goes to her door of her room and lays down on the ground like a guard dog and then drinks a potion like alcohol and goes to sleep as you see him heal. You see him use a small pillow and blanket that he pulls out from his sack of his little bag. And that's what happens to Draximus. He goes to sleep, guarding her door. Princess Ophelia stays in her room and stays up most of the night reading and learning, and then falls asleep on her books. What do you guys do for the rest of the night before it ends for Rolling to Die tonight?
I'm gonna wait until everyone leaves the throne room. I'll try and be the last one in
I'm
there.
gonna go find a bed
Okay.
to go to sleep.
Lemon goes, heads to the first room down the hallway, which is about 5 rooms down from the princess's hall or bedroom. You see Draximus sleeping and getting ready. He eyeballs you for a second and closes his eye, like he's hearing everything as he rests. You go into your room and you just see a nice cushiony bed, and you see it's actually a dwarven room, so you're pretty happy about it, more humble to home. Now, Droll, what do you do?
I just pop out I just pop out my tiny hut and go into sleep.
Droll walks out of the hallway, pops his tiny hut, is right next to Draximus, goes to sleep, disappears. It just says door loading right next to Draximus' head. Last in the room, Merrick. No one's around, except for one golem that is just standing there for guard at the doorway, facing the door, not you, making sure no one comes in. What do you do with say?
I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the throne.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit in the chair, the king's chair,
All right.
and I'm gonna pull out my cards, have them all basically fold out like a whole like rainbow, and just stare at them and be like, basically try and have a conversation with my patron about what happened today and kind of thank him for his assistance and getting us through this hell of a battle,
You
and
see,
asking him like, is there a way I can gain more power through these cards?
you hear your patron. Kind of sounds like Bruce Campbell. Ruby, all by yourself now. The golem doesn't hear us. Don't worry. Just you and me. You need more power, you say. How about I gift you
Yes.
the power of arms? The card gives you +5 to your AC. It runs for 1 minute. You must recharge it once a day. Long rests are your best bet. Short rest, do not look for it. You play this card as a quick effect. Someone attacks you. You can boost up your AC +5 for 1 minute. Long rest needs to be recharged. You can also use it for your teammates. So if you want someone to do a suicide run and make sure they do some crazy stuff and not get hit at all, you can play the card on one of them. Say a scenario that you and Fleming or something are working on, and he has to fight a dragon, and you can't physically fight. You know he doesn't want to get hit, so you play the card on him as he's running and dodging left and right, getting closer and closer to the enemy, doing the task he needs to do to get closer. Or to draw, making it so he could fly right in without getting slapped away. If not yourself, just to do a runaway and escape out of a area or building faster. You can also say the card itself will increase your movement speed double for that 1 minute. But that card itself is gifted to you by the patron. So only you are the one that can use it. Anybody else that touches this card is going to have a bad day. So, what do you do besides that as you get this new card added to your deck as he smiles? As you look over when you're talking, you feel like he's near you. You look to your left, the Queen's throne, and he's sitting right there, smiling, in a kind of like a silhouette, not like he's fully there, kind of like see-through, like an astral projection of him.
All right.
And he looks over at you, smiling in his suit and opening his cards, going, "One day you'll have my champion in your deck." He smiles, takes 6 cards to make him. 5 as monster, 1 as a magic. Pretty much Exodia, but the 5th card is his gift.
Ha! Alright.
But it looks like Slifer Sky.
I will take the card that he just gave me and I will shuffle it into my deck, put it into my disc, and be like, I will use it wisely, and I will try my best to give you more souls to claim. Good,
Let's say
not good, or neutral.
give me as many bad as you can. But I warn you, if you play that card and summon that monster and not give me more than 3 souls, yours gonna come with it. It should never be summoned without a tribute. Enemy souls around the battlefield. You better make sure it's enough. Which he's meaning to the pretty much the Exodia monster thing.
Gotcha.
If you want to summon that, you better make sure that you're using it for that purpose. If you're not using it for a purpose, he's gonna be like, it has to have a cost to be coming out.
It's got the duel.
Like a full, it's a full wrath of his power, all in one shot. So it's gonna take from him from his universe or world for a short period of time. So doing so,
Okay.
you can say, if you ever want to screw over your patron, it's a great way to weaken him for a short period of time. But you better have something to sacrifice in that process, or he's gonna grab you with it. Unless you have something to protect your character's soul, then you just screw him outright. You just have to figure out a way to do that. That's only if you ever want to try to get away from your patron. Mind you, there could be a whole story about him chasing us all because of that.
It's like, you owe me a
That falls
soul,
under
you
first.
mother.
I'll make it be the 7 of hearts for that.
Which one?
I can see it now. He's this interdimensional being just being like a loan shark, interdimensional loan shark. It's like, hey, give me my souls or I'll break your kneecaps.
It kind of, if you really do think about deities in that kind of manner, there is certain soul trades that are like that. You made a deal with me, you didn't get it, you're breaking your legs. So, all right, what's the last thing you do, Merrick, before you go to sleep? Where do you sleep?
I'll go ahead and shuffle my cards, thank him for the power give up, and then I'll go ahead and find a room close enough to the princess to be on guard. I know she's got her watchdog already there in place, but I'll just be close by
All right,
in case
so
something shifty happens.
this is how it looks. You stand up from the king's throne, talking to your patron, saying thank you, and you look back as he's gone already. And you look back at the cards and you see the special 7 cards that you were given today. As you walk and leave and head down the hallway, the golem follows behind as like a initial protection. As it stops down the opposite hallway, you look and see there's a golem on each hallway, each end. You notice Drax in the middle and another floating door from Thrall at the princess's door, making it so no one can open the door because if they try to open the door anyways, they're going to hit Thrall's magical door that's floating. So pretty much it's an extra safety if someone trying to open, they can't.
Gotcha.
Down the hallway, you see where Dark Trooper's bedroom would be with his equipment. So you take the opposite side. So there's always someone else's room occupied before you even get to the princess on both sides. You take the room second from hers, as you notice the one you were trying to get closest was already locked. As it says, storage and janitorial purposes. You head into the room. It seems nice and quaint. You close the door. You take a rest. But as you
Not before I pull out one of my cards and use it. I call forth the succubus,
sleep,
and I have some fun. Fade to black.
Man, chicken, wow, wow.
you fade to black,
Hey, here.
and your patron. No, your patron goes. I wonder what he's doing. Is he looking at the new cards? Oh my god! He's not looking at the new cards. He's using the old cards. He uses that.
Hey, privacy!
And you start hearing old,
He even looks over.
19 like 80s porno music. Man, chicken, wow, 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 wow.
He looks over at this magical dial with each card floating that you own and how many times you use each one. And it says for the new 7, 0. But for all the rest, over 50 or plus, except for the succubus, over 700 and something. 3 times extra on the weekends. As he looks over,
Hey
going,
man, practice. Gotta get better.
when he said he was going to use these and hit over 20,000 within so many years, and I made a bet with him, I did not believe he would actually do it. Should I actually tell him he's hit the number?
And an instant
Nah.
guest from my bagel. So baggy.
It's fun.
Look at this.
So
Look at this face.
every single one, take a long rest.
You need a lot.
At the end of the night,
You need a
One
lot.
more thing. As it fades to black completely, all of a sudden you start
Well,
seeing yellow eyes and a red face just start getting larger on in it. As Edward just says, "Hi."
but and that's when you do that and you hear, "Hi." Princess Ophelia wakes up at 4 in the morning, screaming, cold sweat and pain, scared out of her mind, as she just realized Edward Knight is not just haunting her everywhere she goes, but even in her nightmares and dreams now. As Edward Knight has mastered shadowscaping not just through the physical world, but the dream world. And thanks to Prom's dark magic, he is now to travel through her dreams and make them a nightmare whenever she dreams, making it worse for her, making it harder for you guys, the drunken dragon brawlers.
One day she could wake up in just complete rage.
Screaming right now.
Rage.
One of the golems in the room that's protecting her is confused and doesn't know why she's screaming, freaking out, and just going, and maybe it's normal. The rest of you take long rests for your characters. But on that note, this was Rolling to Die. And remember to like, share, and subscribe, people. It always helps. And remember, with no bullshit, it's a crazy clown world out there. To you all, a good night. Anybody want to say anything before we end this?
Tune in on Wednesday, 9 p.m. sharp for the Chaotic Minds podcast. Hopefully, I will be there this time.
Gods, thank you.
No guarantees because it is a Chaotic Mind podcast. Woo!
And remember, people, within every chaotic mind, there's a conversation. And Live, anything you want to say?
Thanks for watching the show, folks. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We really do appreciate it. We hope you all have a great weekend. Be safe out there. And remember, wash your face, wash your hands, wash your ass. You know you have to. God bless y'all. Have a good night.
DJ Thunderbase? Hit it, DJ. Fireball!